What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good, my peopleizations? What's good, my peopleizations? Let's get into this. So I figured I'd wear my Errol EJ, the True Spence Jr. hat and make them even more upset. Get them more upset, people. Chilltown Majors, Mr. Minority, Perk Z, Sherman Callahan, Boxing Knowledge, Teron Harris, Jay, Young King Company, my brother, King Judah, Nathan Beckham, Big Block. What's going on? Teron Harris said you can't spend it. Nah, they was in negotiation and no negotiations for Bud yet. You can't spend this. Teron Harris, you didn't pay attention. Monica, peace of blessings, queen. How you doing today? Boxing Knowledge, what's going on? Monica, where was you yesterday? Soul Truth, official Josie Joe. Jay, what's going on? So watch this now. Jamal Hakeem, what's going on? I see. No, you ain't early. I'm late. Miss T, peace of blessings, queen. How you doing today? Euphobia Day, what's going on? El Rivy, what's going on? Where my brother Teron Harris said you can't spin this. What's there to spin? Teron Harris, what's there to spin? Justin Jackson, Jay Davis, what's going on? He said they're not in the negotiations. G Matic, what's going on? Watch this now. Teron Harris, who told you they wasn't? P. Ollie, what's going on? Who told you they wasn't? Tottenham Fam 11, Stingy Loco, what's going on? Juan Pablo, what's going on? Sherman Callahan, what's going on? We know this, Miss T. We already know this. Teron Harris, who told you they wasn't? Bernie and Buzz said it himself. Thomas Moreland, what's going on? Dion Williams, what's going on? And didn't Bernie also tell you that Errol Spence can't fight? Didn't Terrence Crawford tell you Errol Spence was the reason that the fight was never happening, but then turned around and said otherwise? Pat Greedy, what's going on? Yes or no, Teron Harris? Kenny, what's going on? Gerard Robinson, what's going on? So, Teron Harris, let me ask you this question. Miss Joette, peace of blessings, queen. How you doing today? He said Errol is the reason. The reason of what? So, okay, now watch this now. Teron Harris. Now you saying Errol is the reason, but now you just said you're going back, you're doing it when it's convenient, you want to use what Terrence Crawford said. When it's not convenient, you want to go against what he said. You see what I'm talking about? I can always show you somebody who just don't like Errol Spence and will go to any measures to make sure they let you know they don't like Errol Spence. You just said they ain't in negotiations. How you know that? Terrence Crawford said so. Okay. So they told you he not in negotiations. But then when Terrence Crawford tell you it's not Errol Spence's fault, then you said, no, yes, it is. Make that make sense. You start off saying stuff that don't even make sense. Super Trunk, Deuce, what's going on? So Teron Harris, if Errol Spence is the reason, and you're going off of what Terrence Crawford said, then how come you're not listening to what Terrence Crawford said when he said it's not his fault? Make it make sense. Go ahead and tell me. Now explain. Quattro Loso, what's going on? Shogun 67 changed his name on me. He said EJ been exposed bad. He ducking Bud for Canelo. Somebody else that didn't pay attention. Check the time. What's going on? This is going to be easy, man. Stephen Elder Mack, my brother. Check the time. What's going on? Hey, Miss T, this is going to be so easy tonight. Watch this. Knock your block or settle. Big fact, no cap. What's going on? This is going to be so easy. You better off. You see those other channels and those other platforms that like to sit up there? Yeah. You see, Terrence Crawford, no, you can't spin this. You can't say this. Go watch those channels. That don't work over here, great brother. Mr. 6'7", what's going on? Already, Miss Joette, already. Oh, you go over there. Yeah. You go over there, and you can't. I don't care what nobody say. You know, I've been calling them out on this and this and this. Go watch those dudes, man. VT19, what's going on? They'll agree with you. Jamal Hakeem, Cliff Young, what's going on? They'll agree with you. Tone Capone 1, what's going on? Without zero facts, no merit. Yeah, Miss T. But watch this now. This is easy work. Darius Warren, what's going on? Miss T, watch me work tonight. I purposely put on my truth hat. Ooh-wee. You're going to be upset tonight. Big Daddy, what's going on? Valdicus, what's going on? They're going to be so upset. King Judah, brother in the super chat, dropping that Cinco on your boy Blue. He said a few years ago, Canelo said he wanted Spence. Now he has to come to 168. Canelo is less than 2 years from declining. Can't wait till he's gone. Wow, great brother. Awakened Matrix, what's going on? Shogun 67. Nah, Blue, you've been exposed too, like Spence. Cool. So why you here? Hey, you here supporting me and donating to me to tell me that I've been exposed. Huh? Miss Sexy, peace blessings, Queen. How you doing today? Mitch, what's going on? Hey, Shogun 67. You came here to support me. Mitch, what's going on? Bottom South D-Town, what's going on? Now, I know you have zero merit to what you're talking about. But let's just play your game. Exposed with what? Watch this now. Yeah, they upset. They can't help it. It's 11 o'clock at night. Why you here watching me? Oh, you here to debate me and prove me wrong. Cool. So what I've been exposed about? Let's play this game. Watch this now. When you get worked, don't disappear. Don't get in your feelings. Start talking about like your boy. Hey, Blue Blood is short and chubby. No, I ain't. I'm 4 inches taller than him. And yeah, I ain't in full shape right now, but that's okay. That just means I'm eating good. And if women don't got a issue with it, why do you? Gilbert Rodriguez Jr., my brother, Young King in the building. Rico Breeden, what's going on? So don't turn it into your personal feelings. Yeah, big facts, no cap. He said, Blue Blood over there, he's short and chubby. No, I ain't. I'm 4 inches taller than him. What you talking about? Bobo, what's going on? So what you talking about? Paul Porter, what's going on? Ashante L, 7, what's going on? Hey, man. Hey, listen. I never cared about what a man think of me. Never. B.O., what's going on? I ain't never cared what another man think about me. So Shogun 67, my great brother. Anton Martin, what's going on? Yeah, I just came on. Hey, and I'm going to have fun tonight. Or we going to work tonight. As a matter of fact, somebody get me my apron. Or we going to work tonight. So Shogun 67, Johnny True Bull Staley, True Bull, what's going on? Immature is running amok. This is a fact. PC, what's going on? Yeah, for Shaq. Facts, PC. Hey, Blue Blood over there. Come on, brother. What you talking about my physical appearance for? You a woman? You a female? If you're not, then what you talking about my physical appearance for? I ain't never talked about another man's physical appearance unless it pertained to the sport of boxing, their height, arm reach, and weight. Dorian Sankey, what's going on? Okay, so let's work. Shogun 67. Don't disappear now. Lord Sweat, Real Chopper, KG 412. What's going on? Dark Truth 12. What's going on? Dark Truth 2nd. What's going on? Lyrical Lethal. What's going on? Now, brother, you said I've been revealed. So let's work. Reveal with what? DP, what's going on? Mile High the Great. What's going on? Mile High Raider, my brother. What's going on? Armstrong Consultant. What's going on? Yeah, I eat good. See, when it was during the pandemic, see, I was. This is what I was doing, right? See, I can show you me before and afters. You understand? See Money Best Style. What's going on? And I don't have no problem with. I'm comfortable in my skin. Always been. Take on White. What's going on? I'm super comfortable in my skin. Always been. Always been. You understand? So I ain't never been that person. Ever. Take on White. What's going on? Kenny, brother in Super Chat, dropping that Cinco on your boy Blue. He says Spence has to skip super welterweight and middleweight to fight Canelo. Cool. Nello should skip cruiserweight and bridgeweight to fight Wilder. Let's see how that works out. LOL. Oh, that ain't never going to happen. Never. But they would love to see it, though. King Judah, my brother, back in the Super Chat, dropping that Cinco on your boy Blue. He said, all jokes aside, Blue, Bernie using your name to build his brand. That's weak. Any who supports somebody moving like that is fake. Oh, yeah. Come on, man. Come on, man. Felix 1800M, what's going on? Big T, what's going on? Get this. Yo, Vu. Hey, Wick. What's going on? Taurus Stanley. What's going on? The brother said, hey, Blue is over there gossiping like Wendy Williams. But his title is talking about Terrence Crawford said. You ain't Terrence Crawford. So if you ain't Terrence Crawford and you saying stuff like Terrence Crawford said, then you repeating what another man said and you gossiping. So if I'm gossiping, Big T, what's going on? How you feeling, great brother? So if I'm gossiping what I'm doing, then what is what you call what you doing? Terrence Crawford said he gonna do this and this to Errol Spence Jr. So what you call that? If you run around telling people what Terrence Crawford said, then what is that? Just think about it. Chris Brown 4-5, what's going on? Taywan, Boston Dad, OBJ, what's going on? Giovanni, what's going on, great brother? Veron, what's going on? Natty Dread, Tamar Moore, what's going on? Damon Kennedy, what's going on? Silks, what's going on? Yeah, they are. So now, H-Town 713, what's going on, great brother? Tat, Nelson Thompson, what's going on? Yes, sir. LV Live, what's going on? Truth Loops, what's going on? But in everybody's video that has something to say about Blue Blood Sports TV, they always quoting or using something that resembles what Blue Blood Sports TV do. All my stuff is original. I ain't talking about nothing. I ain't never got nothing from nobody but me. Friday Any 777, what's going on? But you hear them rebuttaling things that I say. Salute. Who been doing that? Quentin Stewart, what's going on? Your boy Blue. My dubs, my hundos, people using this, people using that. I'm confused. Why is you quoting me, but you complaining about me? Scrooge Man, what's going on? Antonio Castro, Truth Loops, what's going on? I don't understand that. But my brother, anyway, moving on, back to regularly scheduled programming. Shogun 67. You said, gotta disagree with you, Blue. You gotta see it right. You're lost, Blue. No offense. Okay, now Shogun 67. You said that I was exposed and you got the key. Right? So you've been studying, you right, and I'm wrong. Let's have at it, great brother. Phil Sloan, Ellis Johnson, what's going on? Roy Babineau, what's going on? TDLC, what's going on? Alex Naive, my brother, Super Chat. Fat and chubby dude was thinking something else. Hey, man, it's amazing. Iron Eagle, what's going on? Poe Porter, what's going on? I ain't mad at him. I ain't mad at him in the least bit. But Shogun 67. Lord Sweat, Real Chopper, what's going on? Cliff Young, what's going on? You said you got the key. You can unlock the code. Blue Blood is wrong. Okay, let's have at it. What am I wrong about? Appreciate you, Tat. Black Panther 1, what's going on? They go to Queen Tiffany Love in the... Look at her. Look at the Queen Tiffany Love in the Super Chat. Blessings to you, Queen. Appreciate you. The Mechanic Marty, Dominic Seaborn, what's going on? Blessings to you, Queen. Appreciate you. That guy, George, what's going on? Antone Martin, my brother, what's going on? Say, hey, Blue, have you heard about they supposed to be blocking Crawford and Spence fight? Who said that? I ain't never heard that. I ain't hear that. Who said that, King? Antone Martin, my brother. Hey, smash that like button. We got 479 people and we got 191 likes. This is why they really mad. Because you see the queens like Monica. Hey, look. I'm going to get them real mad. Let me get them real mad. You see Tiffany Love? You see that profile picture? Let's get them real mad. How about we do that? Where Monica at? You see that Tiffany Love in here in the building? You understand? This is why they really mad. Hey, yo. The artist, that's how they sound. You understand what I'm saying? Miss Joette, look at that. Look at those profile pics. This is why they really mad, people. Look at Miss Joette's profile pic. You see that? Huh? Uh-oh. Look at Miss Joette profile pic. You see that? Uh-huh. Uh-oh. Look at Miss Sexy profile pic. Huh? You see that? This is why they really mad. Look at that. Look at Monica profile pic. You see what I'm talking about? Oh, man. This is why they really mad, bro. That's why they really mad. You understand? But let's work. Shogun 67, 667. He took my brother's name. Shogun 76, and he switched it around. Yeah, Julius Thomas, salute to you. Memphis, Maine. Jesus Grimaldo, what's going on? Yeah, Solomon Israel. What's going on? This is why they really mad. That's why they really mad. You understand what I'm talking about? Yeah, Taquan Wack had to get him. JoJo, what's going on? Monica, peace of blessings to the queen in the super chat. You see that? All love, blue blessings to you, queen. This is why they really mad. Hey man, because the queens is consistently over there. Why they consistently over there, man? I'm in better shape than he is. You know what I'm saying? My content is better than his. You understand what I'm saying? He ain't even telling the truth over there. Bay Area business. What's going on? He ain't even telling the truth over there. Jose Villanueva, what's going on? He ain't even telling the truth over there, man. You understand what I'm saying? Nah. Let me tell you why I'm mad. Being Boxing News, what's going on? That's what. Hey, Vision of Love, what's going on? Kid Coles, what's going on? No one, J. Pitty City, my brother in the building. In the super chat, he said, Queen's a queen in blue. Facts. Huh? This why they really mad. Shogun 6'7". He said, answer the question. What question you had, great brother? He said, Blue, why did Bud expose your video about his 2-fight deal with PBC? It was all lies. Okay, what did I say in the video? Watch this now. You're going to get this work. You should have did your homework before you asked me that question. You're going to get this work. Shogun 6'7". He said, you deflecting, Blue. You don't want to I understand. No, I ain't deflecting for nothing, brother. I had business to take care of. So now, brother, you said he debunked my video about a 2-fight deal. What did he say about it? Satone Hemingway, what's going on? Riptide Q, what's going on? And what did I say about it? What I said was 817 Boss Me, what's going on? That a 2-fight deal is being proposed to Terrence Crawford. Did I say he accepted a 2-fight deal? Did I ever tell anybody he accepted a 2-fight deal? Watch this now. Watch me work. Shogun 67. Did you ever hear me say he accepted a 2-fight deal? Yes or no? Yes or no? Josh Clark, what's going on? Did anybody hear me say that Terrence Crawford accepted a 2-fight deal? And you said you did your homework. Okay, watch this now. DQ, what's going on? Did anybody hear me say Terrence Crawford accepted a 2-fight deal? Yes or no? So how can he debunk something? What did he debunk? And if he ever tell you that he wasn't being proposed with a 2-fight deal, he's not telling you the truth. Luis Rosario, what's going on? Osam, what's going on? Louis Bay, what's going on? Chris Johnson, what's going on? Max Caesar, my brother in the building. What's goody with you? No, brother, you going to get this work. No, you want me to let it go. Bud never got a contract, no proposal. Stop it. I'm going to ask you again, Shogun 67. You don't know what you're talking about, brother. And there's some things I just can't reveal. But you don't know what you're talking about. So if he tell you he was never proposed or anything that was not even an idea on the table, then he ain't telling you the truth. James Vaughn, what's going on? Ryan Robinson, what's going on? Child, please, what's going on? He said, bro, there's no offers to Bud. Raymundo Vlogs, what's going on? Boy, oh boy. Boy, oh boy. Rolling in for dough, what's going on? Klotz, what's going on? King Judah, brother in the super chat. He said, yo, Blue, don't let these get you off your square. Bernie don't have a following and his fans spend more time here than he do in his channel. Hey, bro, I'm just having fun tonight. SC Slots Bodyguard, what's going on? He said, prove it or don't exist respectfully. I don't have to prove anything, brother. The door works both ways. Show him the proof. Tell him to show you the proof that he was never offered it. or it was never even an option, or that nobody even wanted him to have a 2-fight deal. Tell him to show you the proof that. PC, brother in the super chat. This man said he studied for L, loaded Lux in him. Facts. Daniel Guzman, what's going on? They know not what they speak of. Kaz, what's going on? You should be happy I'm giving you this. Who's they, Teron Harris? Who's they? Kaz, what's going on? Who is they, Teron Harris? Who is they? Full movie episode, my brother, what's going on? Who is they? Shogun 67, brother, back in the super chat. Heyman don't want Bud. They'll put money for Canelo. Says who? Fight to prove my love. What's going on? Who is they? And who spoke to Al Heyman and told you that? If you just said you're doing this to yourself, you're doing it to yourself, right? You said Heyman don't want Bud, but how would you know Heyman don't want him if he ain't never speak to nobody? And if he want a 50-50 deal, then why he waiting on Errol Spence? If Errol Spence ain't the A side and he want a 50-50 deal like y'all say he want, then why he waiting on Errol Spence? Y'all gonna get this work tonight. King Third Eye Supreme, Muslim Maid, what's going on? What they waiting for then? Jaquan Pickett, what's going on? What they waiting for then? Shouldn't they be doing it? Why are they waiting for Errol Spence if he ain't the A side? DeJuan T, what's going on? Watch this. You're going to get work tonight. Tom Brown didn't expose everything because you ain't paying attention. Him explaining what he had to explain and you comprehending ain't got nothing to do with Tom Brown, Teron Harris. That's your problem. That ain't a Tom Brown problem. If you didn't pay attention to what Tom Brown said and be able to comprehend what he said and was immediately eager to, see, he said he was fighting Canelo, but didn't read everything, then that's your fault. Teron Harris, that's your fault, brother. No, Teron Harris, I'm not capping. Did you read what Tom Brown, did you hear what Tom Brown said? He said you could either. He said you could fight Jamal Charlo, which would have been this fight. Instead of fighting Dimitri Bivol right now, he would be fighting Jamal Charlo. The second fight could be either Errol Spence or David Benavidez. Pay attention. No, you're not that intelligent, brother. Sorry to burst your bubble. But if you did, you would have paid attention. He said you for $55 million, you could $45 million to fight Jamal Charlo, then $55 million to fight Errol Spence or David Benavidez. Hence, if Errol Spence is not available, then you get the same money to fight David Benavidez. Hello? Hello? TC, what's going on? If you copy Mr. Shelton, what's going on? Hello? PC, brother in super chat. He said, I'm going to pick a day to make it up nonsense next to be a target. Facts, watch this now. So, did he say that? Yes or not? Bond South D-Town, Sim what's going on? They just react. Exactly. Randall 700, what's going on? So, what did Tom Brown say? You want to see it again? Jarvis Emery, what's going on? Jojo, what's going on? Bobby Midget Poet, Midnight Poet, what's going on? Jim Butler, what's going on? You should have had this energy for AJ Wilder. Goodbye. See what I'm talking about? They have no merit to stand on. Now he talking about AJ Wilder. Goodbye. Now you out of here, Teron Harris. Thank you for coming, brother. You see what I'm saying? Every time they start to get this work, they start to deflect because they don't have no merit to stand on. Hope now, what's going on? Let's go boxing. What's going on? They don't have no merit to stand on. He just told me he was super intelligent. Brooklyn Bone, my brother. He just told me he was super intelligent. So now, when I break it down to him, right, then he starts to tell me I should have had this energy for Joshua and Wilder? What does Wilder and Joshua have to do with this? Kareem Jabbar, what's going on? He said Blue got to disagree with you. You want to play this game, Kareem Jabbar? Again, you ain't learned your lesson. You always got to get this word. I think you just like to do it. So Kareem Jabbar, what is there to disagree with? Paul Porter, what's going on? King Third Supreme, what's going on? Giovanni Hernandez, what's going on? He just told me how super intelligent he was. You go and listen to people without thinking and using your own. Let me sit back and analyze what you're saying. You just immediate because you don't like Errol Spence, right? So anything against Errol Spence sounds good. Sounds good to me. That sounds about right to me. Especially when you listen to people tell you anything that's against Errol Spence. And you just want to be against Errol Spence. All in Designer TV. What's going on? A Vision of Love. What's going on? Right? So you just wanted to be in any conversation that's against Errol Spence. How come we got 680 people and 290 likes? Jonathan Kurtz, what's going on? Tom Brown clearly said, he said, we ain't against Spence, we for the truth. Then how could you be for the truth and just say that you disagree with what I just said? That's just simple mathematics. 1 + 1 = 2. That's the truth. Kawhi Elliott, what's going on? If you for the truth, then how did you just listen to what I just told you and say you against Errol Spence and say you have to disagree with me? What is there to disagree with? Tom Brown clearly said, right? He clearly said that there is a $45 million. We already know that Canelo Alvarez was in talks to fight Jamal Charlo. We already know that. People, use it's easy. I know it says pay attention, but it's actually free. Big Silk, what's going on? Jeremy 2684, 817 Boston, what's going on? I know it says pay attention, but it's actually free. If you listen, we already knew that Canelo Alvarez was in talks for Jamal Charlo fight. So we knew he wasn't fighting Canelo, and Errol Spence wasn't fighting next. Brian Taylor, what's going on? George Powell, what's going on? So we already knew they wasn't going to fight next, right? Kareem Jabbar said, Blue, you're not making sense. Educated Jab, what's going on? Kareem Jabbar, okay, since you want to play this game, you're going to have to, what am I not making sense about? Since you want to disrupt the chat, explain to me what I'm not making sense about. Jermacki, what's going on? What am I not making sense about? What am I not making sense about? Isaac Ramirez, Hebrew NHC King, what's going on? King Judah, brother in the super chat, he said how they say they for the truth when they support a camp that's been lying from day one and y'all fake and y'all relate to fake. Facts. You for the truth, right? Kareem Jabbar. Kareem Jabbar, you for the truth is what you said, right? Okay. If you for the truth, isn't it true? Isn't it true that Terrence Crawford's team have been telling you that it's been on Errol Spence that's not making a fight? That's true or not? Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes or no? Andy, what's going on? Kareem Jabbar, I know where you're going with this. Stick to the topic. I asked the questions, brother. I'm gonna ask you again. Is it true or not? Yes or no? Hasn't that Team Crawford been telling you it's Errol Spence that's holding up the fight? Quincy Carter, what's going on? Zoom first, what's going on? Yes or no? Answer the question. Now you're talking about, I know where you're going with this. No, you don't know where I'm going with it. Answer the question. Facts over feelings. Yes, right? You said yes, right? Okay. They've been telling you that from all this time, right? Brian Equivalently, what's going on? Right? Eric Holmes, what's going on? Sammy Curitin, my brother. Ace Man, what's going on? Right? They've been telling you that this whole time, right? When Terrence Crawford was at the Kell Brook Amir Khan fight, right? Mike Cash, what's going on? Didn't he say the polar opposite? Yes or no? Barton South D-Town, what's going on? Arlie Brutus, what's going on? Yes or no? Yes or no? Native Black Faculty, what's going on? Yeah, I feel like giving out work today. Rams, what's going on? Okay, so you said you for the truth. So did he tell you the truth from the beginning? Yes or no? You said you're not against Errol Spence. You are for the truth. So who's been telling you the truth and who's been telling you a non-truth? Has from the beginning, Terrence Crawford team, did they been telling you the truth or not telling you the truth from the beginning? Yes or no? And get the likes all the way up. Y'all have annoyed me to this point. We have 735 people and 370 likes. I know you're not, it's not popular what I'm telling you, right? You don't want to hear the truth. You don't like the truth, but you're going to get the truth. Didn't Terrence Crawford tell you he's done with the Errol Spence fight because Errol Spence ain't trying to make the fight? Didn't he tell you that on numerous occasions? Blue, I'm not talking about his team. I'm talking about Bud specifically. Okay, so now his team don't count. So now Bernie don't count. Now Bomac don't count. Right? You said his team. Okay, cool. But then Terrence Crawford himself. So you said now it's Terrence Crawford, right? Okay, cool. So then Terrence Crawford say that Errol Spence has been avoiding him, not looking to make the fight. Didn't he come to the defense of Bob Arum and say Bob Arum is trying to make the fights and it's the fighters on the PBC not trying to make the fights? That's not Bob Arum's problem. That's not Bob Arum's fault. He's trying to make the fights. They not trying to make the fights. Didn't Terrence Crawford say that? Yes or no, Kareem Jabbar? Quincy Carter said, why are you always attacking Bud? Quincy Carter, show me something I said that's true or not true. Tired of y'all, man. I'm tired of y'all tonight, bro. I'm tired of y'all tonight. Quincy Carter, I suggest if you don't want to ride this train tonight, bro, don't get involved in it. Bassiana the Menace, peace and blessings, Queen. How you doing tonight? Don't get involved in it. Great Sobelli, what's going on? If you don't know what you're talking about and you came in here late and don't know what the topic is, Quincy Carter, don't get in this. What am I attacking him about? I'm telling you the truth. What you talking about? You got dudes over there talking about I'm making up stories. And you talking about why you always going that Bud. What is you talking about? I tell you, I give y'all the truth every single day. And you have the nerve to sit there talking about, oh, why you saying this? Why you saying that? PC, brother in the super chat. Can I go one night where the saddle gang isn't out? Can't. Louis A, what's going on? What you talking about, bro? You dudes be claiming y'all want the truth all the time and then turn around and as soon as feelings get involved with your favorite fighter, you don't want to hear the truth. Marcus Lestrap, brother in the super chat, dropping that Cinco on your boy Blue. Salute, Blue. They don't want to hear the truth. It hurts. Facts. Quincy Carter, you came in here on the back end. A dude came in here as soon as I started talking about, oh, you've been exposed. You've been revealed. Terrence Crawford exposed you, and this person exposed you. And then you come here talking about, oh, why you always going in on Terrence Crawford? What are you talking about? So as soon as I start telling you the truth about the situation, then it's why you doing that? I wasn't mentioning nothing about it. I wasn't talking nothing about it. At all. No, I ain't pro-Errol, I'm pro-truth. And Errol Spence just happened to be the truth. He happened to tell you the truth all the time. That's your problem if you can't help but to deal with the truth. If you want to side with Terrence Crawford, that's cool. I ain't taking nothing away from the dude. But when you come here talking about, oh, he exposed you, and this is the truth, and that's the truth, and you're making up stories, Quincy Carter, to fit your narrative, and not giving Errol Spence his just dues, just like Max Kellerman tried to do last night with Devin Haney. You dudes is amazing to me, man. Be the first, oh, you pro Errol. No, I'm pro truth. Errol Spence been doing and giving the fans just what he said he's going to do from the very beginning. But you'll get behind somebody not telling you the truth from the beginning. And try to discredit Errol Spence. It's amazing. That's amazing to me. But be the first ones in another situation where it's a fight that you don't like and talking about, hey man, this dude ain't telling us the truth. You be the first one over there. Oh, this dude jumping I ain't say nothing about it. He came here talking about, oh, I'm going to expose the truth. You've been to this and that and this and this and this. Oh, Blue Blood said September 16th. They ain't even begin negotiations. Watch this now. You know how many fights Floyd Mayweather had dates already set, venues already set, and didn't have an opponent? Lynette Bowman, Peace of Blessings Queen, dropping that half a duh on your boy Blue. Said hit the like button, y'all. Smash the like button. Facts. The Queen back in the super chat, dropping another half a duh on your boy Blue. Lynette, I think you might be hitting it by accident because you pushing the same thing over and over and over again, Lynette. PC brother super chat. If someone else with a wrench gets kicked, my link is updated. Top 5 prospect in draft. Salute to my brother PC. Yeah, Bassiana can't help themselves. They can't help themselves. He said, I side with the sport and not one fighter. Okay, so let me ask you a question. Now, Quincy Carter, I don't know why you want to play this game with me. You already know what it is. So you side with the sport. So you ain't signing. Are you siding with the sport or you siding with the truth? Yes or no? Quincy Carter, let's talk about it now. So since there's been a lot of Errol Spence underwear washing, like you said, now you're going to get this work, right? So Quincy Carter, let me ask you a question. You just said you side with the sport. Okay, are you siding with truth or are you just siding with the sport? Boss Red 357, what's going on? Yeah, they can't help themselves. Kareem Jabbar, brother super chat, Blue, Errol bias can be seen clear just by rational. Okay, whatever you say. You ain't about the truth. You don't like the truth and never stand on the truth. And so what you show me is in your everyday life, you don't stand on truth. That's what it shows me. Jeffrey Brooks, brother in the super chat, dropping that Cinco. Facts, Bud did blame Errol for not making the fight, but later realized it was Bob Arum holding him back. I'm a Bud fan, but Top Rank was the problem. But when I told y'all that, oh, I was wrong. Right? D Webb, brother in the super chat. He said, dropping that Cinco on your boy Blue. He said, Blue, these dudes go to LWC channels and get intricated with the BS, then come here with the battery in their backs looking for smoke and get smoke. Facts. I don't know why they do it, D Webb. Every single time. And Quincy Carter, you showing your true colors about just being a straight up Terrence Crawford fan. You don't like Errol Spence, and you should just stand on that. Hey, bro, I'm just like Terrence Crawford. Cool. I ain't got no problem with that. Do so. And Dallas brother in the super chat dropping that Cinco on your boy Blue. Pro truth, homie. It's Errol time. Heavy lifting like a Texas Chevy 4x4. Salute. Jay Lynn, peace blessings, Queen. Kenmore Sports Media, what's going on? TC, what's going on? Reese Wesley, what's going on? New Gap City, what's going on? That Titan Spartan, what's going on? El Rivy, brother, in the super chat, dropping that Cinco on your boy Blue. Reynoso did an interview and said they in talks with Charlo and Spence next year. Could this throw a wrench to Undisputed? Canelo Spence is a huge big money fight. No, he said next year. Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford gonna fight this year. Y'all need to read between the lines. And I'm not talking to you, El Rivy. Loving now Gator, what's going on? They can't help themselves, Bassiana. It just comes to a point where I just have enough. Like, bro, enough is enough. You'll come in and claim to be, oh yeah, man, I'm neutral, and show your colors every single time. You don't know what I'm talking about. Why you come in here talking about, oh man, why is it just this? Man, the truth is the truth. Period. Charles Pickett, what's going on? No, El Rivy, I'm not talking to you, El Rivy. Gene Gomez, what's going on? I said, El Rivy, I'm not talking to you. Chizzy Boy, what's going on? Entity, what's going on? Against the Ropes, what's going on? So, El Rivy, I'm glad El Rivy just said that. Eddie Reynoso just said that they are in talks for Charlo and Spence next year. So, the Canelo, so all these people, right, immediately, Big Texas Clayton Smith, what's going on, great brother? So Donnell Schaefer, what's going on? Alberto Mayo, what's going on? Adrian D, what's going on? Adrian Dones, what's going on? So now, here's the thing, right? Quincy Carter came in here on the back end of somebody didn't even know what was being said or what was being talked about, and you jumped in the conversation. H-Man, what's going on? This brother jumped in here talking about, oh, I got the proof now. D-Code, what's going on? I can, you've been this and you've been that. Okay, let's see the proof then. Then when I start giving you the facts, then it turns into, oh, well, you should have had this energy for Wilder and Joshua. What are you talking about? Nobody went in on that Wilder Joshua situation like me. Nobody. Big Pinnacle, what's going on? Burgess Meredith, Shogun 67. So here's the thing, right? Then I tell you the truth. You have no merit to stand on. So you come here talking about, hey, they said that September 16th day, that was false. Because nobody could pay attention. I said this. This is what I simply said. I said that that's a date that they would like to have. The powers that would be. You don't understand that? That is out of the hands of Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence. That's up to the networks. Y'all can't read between lines. So I'm giving you information, and instead of you taking the information, you want to go and rebuttal what somebody else said instead of thinking for yourself. What I'm talking about had nothing to do with Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence. When I said that the networks and the promotional companies would love to have the date on that date, right? Or around that time, what does that have to do with them? Oh, well, you listen to him. He said that they ain't even begin negotiations. What does that have to do with it? We know Canelo Alvarez, all goes well with health and everything. Canelo Alvarez is going to fight next Cinco de Mayo year and next September. Don't you know that already? Does he have an opponent for May of 2023 yet? But you know he's going to fight on that date, right? Why? Because the networks and the promotional companies and things of that nature, right, is going to set aside those dates. Why? Because it's not up to the fighters. The promotional companies, the networks, and investors and things of that nature have to secure these dates, and then they could bring it back to the fighters. So when you had somebody tell you, oh, I made up a date and people was buying tickets, that sound right to you? Instead of you stopping to yourself and saying, hold on, we knew Floyd Mayweather was going to fight in September and he didn't even have an opponent yet. And you knew where he was going to fight. Was he in negotiations for somebody? Who was he fighting? Canelo Alvarez is going to fight. How many times Eddie Hearn tell you, okay, we got this date. Okay, for instance, let me show you again. Let me help you understand. Since y'all need Blue one-on-one, right? So here, let me tell you something. Edgar Berlanga, watch this now. Amazing to me, man. Amazing. Watch this now. Edgar Berlanga, he fought March 19th against Steve Rose, right? Now watch this now. Edgar Berlanga fought March 19th against Steve Rose. March 19th. We got 850 people and we have 500 likes. I'm going to say it again. We have 850 people and we have 500 likes. I don't know where they do that at, but get the likes up. The likes should match the amount of people. Get the likes all the way up. Smash the like button. Right now, let's get the likes up. We should have at least 750 likes right now. Ain't no way we got 350 people just moonlighting. So now watch this now. Edgar Berlanga fought March 19th. Right? March 19th. Didn't Edgar Berlanga and Bob Arum, after the fight against Steve Rose, didn't they tell you that Edgar Berlanga was going to fight June 11th? And they didn't have an opponent and didn't, so that means at Madison Square Garden was already secured. Because of what? You know the date and the time because because they try to plan it around a certain thing. For instance, Bob Arum told you that the reason they had Shakur Stevenson, Oscar Valdez take place in Vegas. Why? Because Vegas had the NFL draft that was already set a year ago. So they wanted to have it around that date to be able to profit as much as possible. Okay? So here, Edgar Berlanga fought in March against Steve Rose. He had no opponent set for his next fight. But you knew he was going to fight June 11th. Why? Because that is Puerto Rican Day Parade here in New York. Did he have an opponent he was in negotiation with? You see what I'm talking about? When you listen to people tell you anything, did he have an opponent already in position that he was negotiating with? So that tells you right then and there, you don't have to have an opponent scheduled to be negotiating and looking for a date and a venue. When you know a fight of the magnitude of Errol Spence has already told you that he went to Al Haymon before he fought Yordenis Ugas, and it was already set in motion. Hence, I had Derrick James here, and Derrick James told you the shirts about Terrence Crawford that Errol Spence put on his social media was made before the Ugas fight. It was made before the Ugas fight. The shirts that he had made up with the fish as the Grim Reaper was already made before the Ugas fight. Derrick James, and he showed you proof. He showed you the date. The fight was April 16th. He showed you the date and the shirt that was made up, and it was in March. And what did Errol Spence tell you? Al Haymon, I already told Al Haymon and everybody what I want to do next. And that's the only thing I want to do next. So that means they know Errol Spence has a plan to fight Terrence Crawford next. He's told you, I want to fight them next or it's over. What did he put on social media? When they said, mention anything about Keith Thurman, he said, PBC needs to take the L out of Lover. It's over. I want one guy and one guy only. Didn't he tell you that? I want one guy and one guy only. So what are we talking about here? And didn't Keith Thurman tell you, I'm going to fight Mario Barrios? Watch this now. Since y'all have a hard time understanding what takes place in the sport of boxing, I got to put it in subtitles for you. Because you listen to the people say anything to you. And as long as it's against Errol Spence, it makes sense to you. So now, check this out. What did Keith Thurman say? He showed you a pattern. Keith Thurman said, I'm going to fight Mario Barrios in January, then I'll fight Terrence Crawford 8 months after. Do the homework. What Keith Thurman had to put it in subtitles for you, I'll put it in subtitles for you. Right? Keith Thurman told you this, right? 8 months later. So, hence, when he fought the first time his comeback, his layoff, he fought January. Then when was he fighting again? July. So he told you 8 months later, right? Give me 8 months from the time he told you. Right? T1. Now watch this now. Monroe, what's going on? He's from the time Keith Thurman told you, which was in November, give me 8 months. December, January, February, March, April, May, June. Uh-oh. What would the next month be? What would the next month be? I'm going to say it to you again. Immediately after the Sean Porter-Terrence Crawford fight, Keith Thurman said, after my fight against Mario Barrios, give me 8 months from now, and then guess what? I'll fight Terrence Crawford. That was in November, he told you. He said, give me 8 months. Terrence Crawford, he came on Sean Porter's show and said, why does Keith Thurman need 8 months? He should be fighting me right now, right? Right? So, okay, November, December, January, February, March, April, May, June, July. July. Uh-oh, let me show you something else. Since y'all talking about I'm making up stuff. After Keith Thurman fight, on pay-per-view, I'm not in the ring with him. Was I? Was I in the ring with Keith Thurman after he fought Mario Barrios? When Keith Thurman did his post-fight interview, what was Keith Thurman asked? There's reports that you could possibly fight Terrence Crawford in July. What about that fight? He said, yeah, I heard about that, but I'm focusing on the WBC route. Didn't Keith Thurman make that? Didn't Keith Thurman say that? Didn't they ask him about a Terrence Crawford fight next in July? Did I interview him? So where did that come from then? I wasn't even there. So where did it come from then? Or you think it just fell out the sky? That a PBC panel asked him about possibly fighting Keith Thurman in July. Boy, oh boy. Kevin Thomas, brother, in the super chat, dropping that half a duh on your boy Blue in the super chat. Appreciate you. He said, keep it going, Blue. Salute to you, great brother. Appreciate you. Nino Brown, brother in the super chat, dropping that Cinco on your boy Blue. He said, I love both fighters 100. I ain't picked a winner, but whoever controls the distance wins the fight. Facts. So here's the thing, right, Nino Brown? People ask me a question, and I give you my honest assessment of it, right? So here's why they mad. Because I got this Errol Spence hat on. I got on strap season hats, right? Because here's the thing. Errol Spence has told me, I want to fight. I want to pick up this belt, this belt, this belt, and I'm going to get Terrence Crawford belt. Errol Spence has stayed on track with what he said. I want this belt, this belt, this belt, and he's relentlessly calling out Terrence Crawford on social media. Period. Big Gates 86, brother, in super chat, dropping that duh on your boy Blue. He said, always got to check in with you, Blue. I get all my boxing info from you. Salute to you, great brother. Appreciate you. So that's what he said. So Errol Spence has stayed true, just like Deontay Wilder has stayed true to what he said, just like Devin Haney has stayed true to what he said. But y'all claim to like the truth, though. B's brother in the super chat dropping that Cinco on your boy Blue. He said, hey, Blue Bud, what's goody, big bro? The truth will set them free. That's why the Bud Justice League is upset. Yeah, man, they upset. Hey, Blue Bud said, hey, September 16th. Why you telling people that, man? They ain't even in negotiation. Well, you ain't. If you the fact that you said that is a problem because you don't have to be in negotiations for your network and your promotional company. Clearly. Now watch this now. Clearly, it's out Terrence Crawford's hands, right? So that means it would have to be on the PBC side to look for dates and venues, right? So that wouldn't have nothing to do with Terrence Crawford. right? Because Terrence Crawford, like telling me that he's waiting for Errol Spence to send him a contract. So how would they know what dates and venues the networks and PBC side would like to have? PBC could do it what dates they want because it's up to them, right? So if you're waiting for the PBC to send you the contract, then how are you telling me what date and venue is not suffice or not available? I'm just asking. But y'all don't sit and think about that. Young King Company, my brother in the super chat, dropping that Cinco on your boy Blue. He said, your family, all votes are 2 for 1 tonight. So let's make them count. Hit the like button, then go vote. Blessings. Salute to my brother Young King Company. Yeah, go subscribe to my brother Young King Company. He put the link in the chat. And click on that link and go vote for his wife, man, so she could be on the cover of this magazine. Blessings to my brother Young King Company. Quincy Carter, my brother in the super chat, dropping that dub on your boy Blue. If I like only Bud, I have no problem saying that. Just noticed a lot of Errol riding since Ugas fight after crash eye injury. Didn't see all these new fans. I'm a fan of Spence. You don't know what you're talking about, Blue. Assumptions ain't facts. Okay. If you're a fan of Errol Spence, Quincy Carter, now watch this now. You just said you're a fan of Errol Spence. You're a fan of the truth, right? Okay. So who's telling the truth, Quincy Carter, and who's not telling the truth? Somebody's told the truth and somebody didn't. Yes or no, Quincy Carter? Now, see, I don't know why you did this. And salute to you, great brother. But you said I don't know what I'm talking about. Cool. I made an assumption. Now watch this. Now let's play this game of making assumptions. So if I'm making assumptions, cool. And you about the truth and you're a fan of Errol Spence. So somebody has told the truth and somebody has not. Who told the truth, Quincy Carter, and who didn't tell the truth? Go ahead and tell us now. So now you're going to tell me who I'm a fan. I ain't telling you nothing. I'm asking you a question. Who told the truth and who didn't tell the truth? Somebody's told the truth, somebody didn't. If you're a fan of both guys, you should have no problem telling the truth, right? Because you are for the sport of boxing first. You're a fan of the sport of boxing first, and you fan of both fighters. So Quincy Carter, now I'm asking you. I ain't assuming nothing. I'm asking you now. Who told the truth in this whole situation and build up for this fight, and who didn't? Somebody didn't tell the truth, right? Skills from New Orleans, what's going on? DP Rock, what's going on? Somebody's telling the truth and somebody didn't. Because, see, what you did was you came in on the back end of me responding to a fan. He said, I don't know, Blue. No, you do know. I'm asking you a question. I'm going to ask you again, Quincy Carter. Don't do that. Don't do that. You just said you're a fan of both guys. You're a fan of the truth, right? Didn't Terrence Crawford tell you out his own mouth that Errol Spence was avoiding him and making his fight? Yes or no? You don't have to be there or nothing. You can hear the conversation. Did Terrence Crawford tell you, since y'all want to tell me, I don't know what I'm talking about, I've been debunked in all of these things, right? Okay, did Terrence Crawford tell you and the fans that Errol Spence is avoiding the fight, he's tired of chasing the fight, and the fight is behind him? Did he say that, yes or no? Dion Williams, my brother in the super chat, dropping that dub on your boy Blue. Bud fans are clearly shook. If they believe in Bud like that, then demand him to call out Errol with his mouth, not Twitter. Instead of they are looking for evidence to show Bud was never offered the fight. Ridiculous. See, my thing is this, right? I just want to see the fight. I'm trying to see the best fight the best, period. But y'all come here, right, and want to say, hey, because I told you that I'm giving you what my personal opinion is, right? I told you they both have flaws. Ain't nobody perfect, right? Initially, I said that I thought that Terrence Crawford would win the fight. Why? Because I thought that he had the more versatility, right? He had, if there's anybody out there that would be able to beat Errol Spence Jr., I thought it was Terrence Crawford. I don't think there's no other welterweight in the world that could beat Errol Spence Jr. but Terrence Crawford. I tell you, Terrence Crawford is the best fighter in the world. I have him number one pound for pound. Right? So when I tell you the truth that ain't nobody perfect and everybody's human, okay? So me telling you Michael Jordan is the same guy when he's 25, if he's the same guy at 35, I'm not telling you the truth. Michael Jordan wasn't the same basketball player at 25 he was at 35. So I'm telling you that I see slippage in his game from the orthodox stance, and y'all can't handle it because you're emotionally tied. And so when I'm telling you that, hey, he in the orthodox stance, man, and then I see Errol Spence. This is not. How do you debate this? Errol Spence in these last couple of fights at welterweight has fought the better. At Terrence Crawford resume at welterweight, Errol Spence has fought the better opposition. How's that debatable? It's not. So I said Errol Spence is, at the time it was being talked about, right? Errol Spence has garnered more and more experience. He showed you more versatility. Even Andre Ward told you he showed more versatility. But no, we ain't right. You know why? Because you're emotionally tied. You say you like both fighters, but then you can't admit that you see versatility in Errol Spence's game. PC brother back in the super chat, he said these men really busting it wide open for Bud. PC is wild, man. Salute to my brother PC. And get the likes up, man. We should have 1.1K. I know y'all ain't happy about what we talking about and ain't happy with the truth, but the truth is the truth. And smash the like button. We should have 1.1K likes, man. Muslim made brother in super chat dropping that Cinco on your boy Blue. He said the least we can do is like the video when a content creator is responding and speaking fashion. Salute to my brother Muslim May. Appreciate you 1,000%. They can't. You know why, Muslim May? Because they're emotionally attached. Dion Reed, what's going on? They're going to pretend, Gio James, Khalil 98, what's going on? They're going to pretend and tell you that, oh, no, I'm for both guys. But when I ask you a question, then you act like you can't answer the question. It's simple. It's yes or no. Period. Have nothing to do with his skill set, his talent, his greatness, nothing. But you come here talking about, hey, man, yeah, you said September 16th. I said September 16th is a date that they're targeting. What does that have to do with anything? Oh, no, he made up a story. He ain't tell you the truth. What? I said September 16th is a date that they would like to make the fight. Just like I told you guys that Steven Espinosa, ESPN of Showtime, would like to make a fight with Jaron Ennis and Keith Thurman. If they make it, they make it. If they don't, they don't. But that's a fight he would like to make. Showtime would like to make a fight with Keith Thurman and Jaron Ennis. They have the network. They the one putting up the money. So if I tell you that that side, Terrence Crawford don't have a network right now. He don't have a network. So what I'm saying is right now, right, that it would be up to the PBC and Steven Espinosa ultimately what date it happens on. What that have to do with the fighters? The fighter's going to fight on the date he proposed and the venues that's available. Period. Unless it's trying to happen in Texas. And Terrence Crawford want to say, listen, no, I ain't fighting in Texas. That's a different story. Other than that, the network, Showtime, is going to they're going to try to make it convenient for the fighters, of course, right? But Showtime is the one putting out the money. They the ones that's going to look for the best dates possible, and the venue, and Al Heyman and the PBC. They're the ones that are going to do that. So when you hear people tell you, oh, that date wasn't real, they ain't even beginning no negotiations. That should sound silly to you. Because for one, I didn't say it was guaranteed. I just said that this is a date they would like to have the fight on. Why? Because it's a historic date for the welterweight division. You had Oscar De La Hoya in Trinidad, okay? You had Oscar De La Hoya in Trinidad, and you had Sugar Ray Leonard and Tommy Hearns in the same week. Jeffrey Brooks, my brother in the super chat, dropping that Cinco on your boy Blue. What other fight is supposed to take place on 9/17? Thought I heard about another fight happening around that time. Yeah, Canelo Alvarez. Jeffrey Brooks dropping that Cinco. It'd be Canelo Alvarez. But how can Canelo Alvarez possibly fight on that date when he ain't in negotiations? How? PC brother super chat, y'all realize D-Riding isn't reliable form of travel. 704 Jizz, what's going on? He said y'all realize D-Riding is not a form of travel. Yeah, that's emotionally responses. That's an emotional response. That's what that is. That's what you resort to, an emotional response when you say stuff like that. Iceberg Slim 38, what's going on? Miss T, peace butts to the queen in the super chat, dropping that Cinco on your boy Blue. Disagree is different than making up a bold-faced lie. That when truth has to be told and people get in their feelings, this is wrong channel if you don't like the truth. Thank you, queen. Thank you. And salute to my brother, Bitch B Megastar in the building. If you got sons, daughters, nieces, nephews, little cousins, friends with kids, have them subscribe to KK Penson TV. My brother, Bitch B Megastar, Little Princess channel. Bitch dropped the link. Thank you, Miss T. So when you get people here to, hey, Blue, you made up a story. I told you that there was an offer on the table, right? You almost forgot what's going on. That for Terrence Crawford to have a 2-fight deal with the PBC. I never said Terrence Crawford wants to sign. Did anybody hear me say Terrence Crawford wants to sign a 2-fight deal with PBC? See, this is what people just have a hard time listening because they don't listen thoroughly. King Beef 79, what's going on? I never ever said to you guys, ever, that Terrence Crawford wants a 2-fight deal with the PBC. Did I ever tell you guys that Terrence Crawford wanted a 2-fight deal with the PBC? Did anybody hear me say Terrence Crawford wants to sign a 2-fight deal with the PBC? Did I ever tell anybody that? OJBG, what's going on? Did anybody ever hear me say Terrence Crawford wants to sign a 2-fight deal with the PBC? I've never told anybody that. Never. I never told you that. I told you that it would be in PBC's best interest, right, to have a 2-fight deal to sign Terrence Crawford. And I said it would be good for Terrence Crawford, right, because then he gets to satisfy the fight with Keith Thurman if that fight is on the table, right? Stay active because he didn't fight that many times. He's going on 35. He said that his number one objective was the Keith Thurman fight. When he came to welterweight, he also told you that Errol Spence is not the man to beat at the welterweight division, right? And Keith Thurman was his number one objective. So I'm basing it off of that. And so I said to you that that would be a good idea for him to sign a 2-fight deal. That's just my opinion. I never said he wants to. So when people say he debunked that, there's nothing to debunk. You didn't pay attention. There's nothing to debunk because I never said he wanted to sign a 2-fight deal. And I also told you he don't want to sign a 2-fight deal. Didn't I tell y'all Terrence Crawford doesn't want to sign a 2-fight deal? He just wants the Errol Spence fight. Didn't I tell y'all that? Now I have multiple people that give me multiple different information. And one thing all leads to is that I told you guys he wants to go straight away into a fight with Errol Spence. But just like they're doing with Canelo Alvarez, I said the PBC would like to have Terrence Crawford sign a multi-fight deal like they did with Canelo Alvarez, not a one-off. That's not hard to understand. So what is there to debunk? You be listening to other people tell you for sure. I never said it was guaranteed and Terrence Crawford wants to sign with the I never said that. What I said to you is this, right? There is the opportunity, and he knows this, to fight a 2-fight deal. a multi-fight deal. That's just business one-on-one. Of course, why would the PBC, if they could get, it just makes sense, people. Jose Ayala in the super chat. Blue, what's a bigger fight? Errol Spence Jr. versus Bud or Errol versus Canelo? For me, Errol Spence Jr. versus Terrence Crawford. I think it's the biggest fight in boxing. I think people will feel like the fact that Errol Spence, if he goes, Jose Ayala, he goes up to 168 or 64, whatever, he's going to be at a disadvantage. People are going to look at it as a disadvantage, not an even fight. And he's going to be the underdog. Where the fight with him and Terrence Crawford is an even fight. You don't know what's going to happen. And again, you don't know what's going to happen with Errol Spence and Canelo Alvarez. But, people will view it as a more even fight. You understand? So, for instance, Sugar Ray Leonard could have went right up and challenged Marvin Hagler at 160 opposed to fighting Tommy Hearns. Would it have been bigger than fighting Tommy Hearns? No, because Tommy Hearns in his division is seen as an equal fight, an even fight. And so that's a bigger fight. King Judah, my brother in the super chat, dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue in the super chat. Man, all this started because you picked Spence to win. When you say why Spence will win, they get mad like you would pick Spence, then give all the reasons. Bud will win. These dudes allow. Yep. You know what happened is this, right? Oh boy, Blue got on a strap season hat. I don't care what you say. I'm a fan of the sport of boxing, and I'm definitely a fan of the truth. Errol Spence has never given you the runaround, ever. And hey, you could be a fan of whoever you want, but he's never given you a runaround, ever. Skills for Nolan, my brother in super chat, dropping that Cinco on your boy Blue. He said this fight is bringing out raw emotions instead of boxing world rejoicing. It's bringing out the worst of people. Facts. Say it again, Skills for Nolan. Oh man, y'all got me. I forgot to text my dude. Facts. So me telling you, oh, this is a possible date. People, instead of people saying, oh man, I hope that's the date. People want to come here and say, hey, bro, that ain't true. He ain't do this. He ain't do that. They rather try to prove me wrong and try to say Errol Spence is avoiding rather than looking to make the best fights or being happy about seeing the best fights. That's what they rather do. Salute to my brother D Webb in the super chat, dropping that Cinco on your boy Blue. The light skin congratulation would like to trade Quincy Carter for a 2-piece of biscuit, a large ice water, and a strap season t-shirt. He holding a he said the light skin congregation. Hey, D Webb, man, you ain't right, bro. Hey, man, I love y'all, man. Y'all family, but y'all be knowing, man. Quincy Carter, he said, I like hearing different perspectives on the biggest fight of the decade, not just why Errol gonna dominate. It gets boring. First of all, Quincy Carter, I ain't never said Errol was gonna dominate, did I? See, that's what I'm talking about. Y'all just be making up stuff to fit your narrative. But you said you a fan of both fighters. Did anybody hear me say Errol Spence is going to dominate Terrence Crawford? Did anybody hear me say that? Hey, did anybody hear me say, LB, what's going on? That Errol Spence is going to go in there and dominate Terrence Crawford? Anybody? Motown YB, what's going on? Anybody hear me say this? These are all emotional responses. I want y'all to pay attention. All emotional responses. So I'm telling you my perspective. If somebody asks me, what I think is going to happen, and I tell you what I think is going to happen, how is that me telling you Errol Spence going to dominate? See, I tell y'all all the time, Quincy Carter, you're not a fan of Errol Spence. Just say you're not a fan of Errol Spence. You want to hear me tell you why Terrence Crawford is going to win the fight? Tell the truth. King Stubbs, what's going on? Christopher Bone, what's going on? You want to hear me say why Terrence Crawford to win the fight? I already gave you that. Quincy Carter, you said you beg to differ. Watch this now. I'm Quincy Carter, why are you doing this? Stop, bro. So let me ask you a question, Quincy Carter. I never gave you any breakdown of Terrence Crawford winning the fight. Uh-oh. Watch this now. Quincy Carter, I've never said that how Terrence Crawford can win the fight or break down the fight and tell you what mistakes Errol Spence made. I never did that, Quincy Carter. Go ahead and tell these people now. We're going to wait now. Greenhold Dunham, what's going on? King Judah, what's going on? Paul Porter, what's going on? Corporate 6, what's going on? Commando Villaran, what's going on? Have I never told y'all and broke down both sides? Jeffrey Brooks, brother in the super chat, dropping that Cinco on your boy Blue. He said, I still don't know why he doesn't sign that 2-fight deal because the PBC currently holds all the belts, but him and Errol does not happen now. Go ahead. Yeah, Quincy Carter family. We family. Y'all know, hey, listen. We family, so everybody gonna get to work. RJ Moore, my brother in the super chat, dropping that Cinco on your boy Blue. He said, what's up, Blue? Got my gallbladder removed. Oh, man, more great to be back in class. Thank you. Salute, great brother RJ Moore, man. How you feeling, great brother? Blessings to you. How you feeling, great brother? Everything good with you? Motown YB, what's going on? Everything good with you, RJ Moore? How you feeling, brother? Harry Rashid, what's going on? Appreciate you, Harry Rashid. I don't have fans, great brother. We family. I don't have fans. And regardless if we go back and forth, like me and Quincy Carter going back and forth, we still family. It don't matter. I don't have fans. I got family. Ali the artist, what's going on? Just like the Queens, Jalen strolling in here late, like I ain't see her, or Miss Sexy or Monica, they strolling here super late. You know what I mean? You know, and I spot them in the back. Mm-hmm. You know, we still family. It just is what it is. That's what we do. That's what we do. The newbies that come in and talk about, are you this and you that and you that, and putting jackets on me? No, bro. They're gonna get to work. No, Monica was super early today. You know what I mean, Miss T? Miss T, Monica was super early today. Boy, I double took. Miss T, I started the stream and I looked and I said, that ain't Monica. I had to double take. That's Monica? Proud of Pierre, my brother Super Chat. He said Canelo versus L will most likely never happen. 100. Most likely not. But Eddie Reynoso did say that they're in talks to have the fight in 2023. Now, my thing with that is this. And let me say this. I'm opposed to Errol Spence fighting Canelo Alvarez at 160 anything. I'm appalled to that. I'm appalled to him fighting anything. Quincy Carter, my brother in Super Chat, dropping that Cinco on your boy Blue. He said, is this the pointing at the camera in his profile pic? Lame as hey, y'all, man. Y'all go hard on each other, man. Las Vegas Leon, my brother in the building. Go subscribe to my brother, Las Vegas Leon. He said, salute, big brother Blue. You know what tomorrow is. Call me. For sure, I got you, great brother. Mike Cash, what's going on? Fred Robinson, brother in the Super Chat, dropping that Cinco on your boy Blue. He said, while they playing, Errol getting on them oxtails and brown stew chicken, rice and peanut. He said he mess around and be 168 in no time. Yeah, so I don't like the idea of Errol Spence, and this is just my personal opinion. Charlie's family, what's going on? I don't like Errol Spence going up to Errol Spence going up to hey man, Dev fight in 3 weeks. Wow, man. Salute, Quincy Carter. I just realized that. Hey man, Devin Haney fight in 3 weeks. Man, time goes by super fast. Sorry to get off topic. But I just realized, salute to my brother Las Vegas Leon. Hey, bro, Devin Haney fight in 3 weeks. That Kambosos fight is in 3 weeks already. 3 weeks, people. Hey, man, there is no way we should have. Hey, the games that they play on here, boy, is amazing. T-Word, what's going on? We should have the games they play it's amazing to me, man. Never cease to amaze me. Johnny Q, what's going on? Yeah, 3 weeks, man. 3 weeks. Bobo says a month from today. Well, yeah, what's today? Yeah, well, it's after, yeah. So a month from today. Well, 4 weeks. Yeah, 4 weeks. Hey, man, we should be at 1.1K likes. You see how Ascari Blue, yeah, that went by fast, man. Troy Allen, what's going on? Hey, you see how the numbers just dropping, right? 100 people just dropped off. Man, that's amazing to me, man. Wow, man. Already. He gonna put on. He gonna put on, man. I'm telling y'all. Get the likes to 1.1K. We should be at 1.1K likes. We should be past that. Pride of Pierre, my brother in the Super Chat, he said Devin will piece George up something nice soon. I agree. I think he will. Yeah, Quincy Carter, we family. That's why we family. $12. What's going on? He said, I got mad love for Blue. I always support him. That's a fact. We family. That's the best part about what I do. We can have these conversations and talk about something completely different and act like today never even happened. KG412, what's going on? Double R, what's going on? He who thinks what's going on. So for everybody that be like, hey, he got that's why. That's why. It goes, today is one thing, tomorrow is a whole nother day. Tip Bayless, he said, Spence needs Bud to get out of Thurman's shadow. Hey, that's amazing, man. Come on, great brother. Hey, he said, hey, Tip Bayless, you hilarious, man. That's funny. Jeffrey Brooks, my brother in the Super Chat, dropping that Cinco on your boy Blue. He said they got to lay off my man Quincy. I'm pro Bud also. It's going to be a 50-50 fight, though. For sure. Sonny G, what's going on? So I got Roll Rays. What's going on? What I was talking about was this. The brother came in talking about this was debunked, that was debunked, this was debunked, that was debunked. You didn't tell the truth about this. You didn't tell. First of all, first and foremost, right? Right? I always say this. Everything in boxing is subject to change. everything. Okay. But everybody is always in a rush to try to say that I'm wrong about something. First of all, why are you worrying about me being wrong? You shouldn't be concerned with me being wrong because everything done in the dark comes to the light. So if I'm wrong, then I'm wrong. Right? Gives a lot. What's going on? But they telling you that, oh, because people is buying tickets. People, brother, please, people, listen to me. Corey Davis, what's going on? Poe Porter, what's going on? Saying that, butter run through Ugis, I think so too. I mean, listen, I think that Errol Spence could be Terrence Crawford. Terrence Crawford could be Errol Spence. Those are the only two guys that could offset each other. That's it. That's how I see it. Period. Been saying that from the beginning. But if you ask me my opinion, I'm not like everybody else, right? When I give my opinion, it's wrong. But you listen to Andre Ward give his pick, Timothy Bradley give his pick, right? Oh, nobody's saying they don't know nothing. Well, people are saying they don't know nothing about boxing. So let me stand corrected. I stand corrected. Because people do say they don't know what they're talking about as well. Right? But it is what it is. Is it blue? Is it me? Or is Canelo versus Bivol not being well promoted? It's not. Eduardo Barrera, what's going on? I don't know if it's not being well promoted, or it's that the people are just not interested in this fight. Me, I'm interested in the fight because I appreciate Dimitri Bivol and what he brings to the table, and I think it's a tricky fight. I picked Canelo Alvarez to win. Fat my hairline way. What's going on? But yet and still, this is what people will tell you, right? Hey, when people send me the clips and the links of these things being said, I see people talking about, hey, Blue Blood got on a wig. What is funny? Like, if you're a grown man talking about Blue Blood has on a wig, that's humorous to you? That's like, I don't understand what. I don't get it. Maybe I missed it. Devontae Richardson, my brother, what's going on? But so here's the thing, right? At the end of the day, Errol Spence, Terrence Crawford is the biggest fight in boxing. I think that Errol Spence is going to win the fight. Right? I don't care if you're happy about it or not. Dave, what's going on? Tyrone Nunley, what's going on? Yeah, Blue Blood got on the wig. Got on the wig. Hard body JT on my brother. What's goody with you? Yeah. They laughing up a storm. Yeah, he got on the wig. What? I don't have on no wig, but that's supposed to bother me? Kinfolk, what's going on? Hey, Blue Blood is short and chubby. Bro, I'm 4 inches taller than him. And I'm eating good. Supposed to. But there was a time I was on my fitness grind heavy. There was a time I was super skinny. There was a time after football was over for me, I got depressed and gained 330, and I got up to 334 pounds. Facts. My brother Bish B Megastar can attest to that. He knows this. Yo, in real life, Bish B Megastar knows this. That's my guy in real life. This is not, I'm not telling y'all this just cause. That's my guy in real life, right? Bish could tell y'all I was 334 pounds at one time, depressed when football was over for me. And Miss Aisha, peace and blessings, Queen. And I had suffered 6 concussions and still see floaties today. I had 6 concussions. My brother Bish, see what he said? Yup, came back and played corner. Facts. I had multiple concussions, right? Any of my friends, including Bish, they know I had like little tremors like this, little tremors. My head would tremor like this, and I would see floaties and stuff like that. Right? I had little tremors, right? If I call my friends right now, they, once it was over, it was, little tremors, head like this, depressed, sitting in my room, went up to 334 pounds. I'm comfortable in my skin. Then I went from that, got all the way focused, went all the way down to 170 pounds. Facts. Till my kids was like, "Oh, nah, Pop, you lost too much weight, man. You're tripping." So then I was on my bodybuilding grind, heavy. So I'm comfortable in my skin. So what? So what does that have to do with boxing? Nothing. That's an emotional reaction because you have nothing else. Period. King Ali in the super chat dropping that duh on your boy Blue. Even if you was elaborating on how Errol beats Crawford, why would that be an issue? Errol is the unified champ at 147. He fought better opponents and he displayed excellence after the crash and surgery. EJ deserves more respect. But if I give him respect, oh man, that's because you only one-sided. People is amazing, man. People is amazing. King Ali, salute to you dropping that dub on your boy Blue. Can't make this stuff up. Daniel Darrell 76, my brother in super chat, dropping that cinco on your boy Blue. He said, smash the like button and stop moonlighting. Facts. We should be at 1.1K likes, man. We got 819 people here. We should be at 1.1K likes. Salute to my brother Daniel Darrell 76. Oh, Quincy Carter, you ain't lied, man. You ain't lie. I wish Kurt was here. Facts. So right now, during the pandemic, right, sitting in the house for a year, I gained weight. What's the point? Fred Robbins, brother in the super chat, dropping that cinco on your boy Blue. He said it already took too much backlash already. They don't want to promote and have to get the invasion all over again. Oh, Fred Robbins, I completely forgot. That's not good for me to say that. I forgot, right? Non-stop, no, what's going on? Yeah, man. And look, I ain't even got no cut right now. Tomorrow, oh yeah. Oh, there go my wig. It's a wig. Blue got on the wig. Man, I ain't got no wig on, man. Stop it. I ain't got no cut. Hoodie Smoke, my brother in the super chat, dropping that cinco on your boy Blue. He said, slow down, Blue. What it is, Blue, we all watch different boxing shows and try to bring other people's platform topics to other people's shows. That's a fact. That's a fact, great brother. Salute to my brother Hoodie Smoke, dropping that cinco on your boy Blue. Hey, man, people is amazing, man. Sean Clark, brother in the super chat, dropping that cinco on your boy Blue in the super chat. He said, Blue, some other channels make a lot of content in response to your content. Fans out here cherry picking info like Saul. WDs, what's going on, great brother? Mad Kappa, what's going on? He said they're cherry picking. Hey, man, and I don't Gilbert Yemiaz, what's going on? People be thinking, oh, you pretending you don't know. I don't know because I don't have time. Brother, I'm in my own lane, putting up content 24/7, 365. I don't have time to be paying attention to what nobody else is doing. The only reason I even know what's being said is because you, my peopleizations, be sending me stuff because y'all gonna be happy with the things that people be saying about it. Period. Other than that, I don't know what's said or what's not said. I have no clue. None. Zero. There's no way I could put up my content and worry about my lane and do my thing, right? And focus on what other people, they got too much time on their hands. You ever see me sit here talking about another content, another channel, another platform? Never. Unless it's in a good light. I ain't got time to be talking about what this person did and didn't do. I ain't got time for that, man. I got my own platform and my own life every day. Check the gaps in the time. Music and Troy, what's going on? Check the boxing barbecue, what's going on? Check the time and the gaps in between my video and my content and doing my streams. Drive by Chris Jody, what's going on? Driven by Chris Jody, what's going on? Christ Jody, what's going on? Check the gap in the time. I ain't got time to be worrying about nobody else's platform and, hey, yeah, he made up a story. I ain't got time for that. I ain't think about that. I ain't got time for that. I don't have time for it. RJ Maul, my brother, back in the super chat, dropping that Cinco on your boy Blue. He said, "What's up, Blue? Good so far. Plenty of blue." He said, "Good so far. Plenty of blues. Blue for hours, sleeping 2 days. Thanks for the axe, brother. Oh, for sure. We family, brother. Have to check on you. Blessings to you, man. Appreciate you. Now I could go back and forth." I could go back and forth, like say with my brother Quincy Carter. This is just me and Quincy Carter talking. We talking to each other. I ain't talking about what no other platform and nobody else said. I don't care. I can have a conversation with y'all. Hoodie Smoke, my brother in the super chat. I'm having a full out debate with my brother Quincy Carter that's here every single day and support me every single day. We family. We could come in. We have a debate. Why am I worrying about what another? Come on, bro. I don't have time for that. Hoodie Smoke, my brother, back in the super chat, dropping that Cinco on your boy Blue. He said, "Do y'all realize Bud and Errol could start a game? I'm Team Bud, but I like Errol too. Nothing wrong with choosing a side, but keep it all boxing. Facts." Antone Porch, what's going on? Facts, great brother Hoodie Smoke. That's a fact. People just be, hey, Blue is short and chubby, and Blue got on a wig. Like, man, what's wrong with you dudes, man? That's amazing, bro. That's a fact, Miss Aisha. That's a fact. Rondo Datcher, brother in the super chat, dropping that Cinco on your boy Blue in the super chat. He says Spence beats Crawford and becomes pound for pound king, even though I think he deserved that spot already over Canelo and Crawford. See, let me tell you, and I agree, right? Errol Spence it's all opinionated, right? Subject to opinion. And let me tell you my reason is for having it in the order that I have it, right? It's simply because if you didn't lose it, why am I taking it away from you? You understand? And Terrence Crawford has gone in that position from his accomplishments. Now, hindsight, we could look and say, well, this guy, he ain't beat this guy, he ain't beat that guy. But when I look back at Terrence Crawford's resume, and I say, well, at the time, Yuriorkis Gamboa was a very good fighter. Victor Postol was the boogeyman. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm looking at the time frame. I lived it in real time. So when I lived those fights in real time, I remember how Victor Postol was perceived. I remember how Gamboa was perceived. I remember how people were saying he's gonna lose to Hank Lundy. I remember how people said he shouldn't take this fight with Brettis Prescott on short notice. I remember people said that he's gonna lose to Ricky Burns in the UK. I remember how people were saying that Julius Ndongo is going to be a problem for him. I remember this. You understand? Those were the narratives. You understand what I'm saying? And so now, today's time, right? Right? And so now, he beats these guys. And hindsight, we could look back and now in comparison to Errol Spence's resume, because Errol Spence beat bigger names, tougher fighters. And so now in comparison to Errol Spence's resume, we could look at Terrence Crawford's resume and say, well, you ain't beat this, you ain't beat this, you ain't do this, and now we're taking away from him. I'm not going to take away from his accomplishments. They're going to fight. Errol Spence has the opportunity to take the spot. That's how I view it. I can't take it from Terrence Crawford because at the time when he beat Victor Postal, and Victor Postal was the boogeyman in the division, nobody wanted to fight him. Terrence Crawford was talking about moving. Oh, he avoiding Victor Postal, just like Danny Garcia was avoiding Victor Postal. This was the narrative. So Terrence Crawford said, make the Victor Postal fight happen. Then he dominated Victor Postal, and we don't talk about Victor Postal. So that's why I can't take that. He did these things in real time, and I lived it in real time. I remember how Victor Postal was perceived. You understand? So that's why I can't take it from him. He earned that position at the time. And now Errol Spence coming up behind him, essentially, right? And Errol Spence is beating the Mikey Garcia's Hall of Famer. He beats Sean Porter, Hall of Famer. He beats Danny Garcia, Hall of Famer. He beats Yordenis Ugas, very good fighter. He beats Kell Brook in the UK for his first title opportunity. You understand? So, yeah, he's making a name for himself for sure. You understand what I'm saying? Oh, yeah. Like Larry. So here's the thing, right? Michael Jordan was coming up through those rankings, and you saw him coming, and you say to yourself, hey, man, this dude Jordan is coming. Like Larry Bird and Magic Johnson said, hey, man, this dude ain't coming and asking for the torch. He's taking it. He ain't asking for the torch. He's taking the torch. You understand what I'm saying? And so that's what I look at, and that's how I view Errol Spence. He's taking the torch. You understand what I'm saying? And that's what he did. He took the torch from Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, and Isaiah Thomas. He took it. You understand what I'm saying? So that's why I have it in the order, in the manner that I have it. And then Canelo Alvarez at number 2. Well, you can say what you want, but he's fought, whether you thought he won or not, that dude has fought some good fighters, man. Now, today's time, we could say, hey, bro, you avoiding this fighter, that fighter. But in the past, he got in the ring with some good fighters, whether you thought he was victorious against Erislandy Lara or not, the both Triple G's fights or not. Remember, people were saying he was going to duck Triple G. Canelo going to duck Triple G. He ain't going to fight Triple G. He fights Triple G twice. You follow what I'm saying? He fought Lara. I thought Lara should have gotten the nod, but in the same time, I watched the fight. Lara let the fight slip away, like Jack Catterall against Josh Taylor, and just like Amanda Serrano did recently. I feel like with Katie Taylor, right? In the second half of the fight, Robson Casasio with Casasio, however you pronounce his name, with Oscar Valdez. In the second half of the fight, Trinidad and Oscar De La Hoya, I think that Lara let it slip away. He didn't make a statement. He didn't stamp it. Monopoly Inc. Music, what's going on? John Gaskew 3, what's going on? Mambo, what's going on? Jonathan Green, what's going on? You follow what I'm telling y'all? And so he beat Danny Jacobs. I don't care how Danny Jacobs looked to you. He ain't look like himself. He ain't come to fight. He beat him. I know I wanted to see him fight Demetrius Andrade. He ain't take the fight, but he already beat Danny Jacobs. He beat Triple G. He beat Lara. It was still a close fight. Lara didn't just walk right through him. So it still was a close fight with Lara. He lost every round to Floyd. He beat Austin Trout. You understand what I'm saying? So Chilltown Major, what's going on? So when I look at it from that standpoint, T Hunt, what's going on? And he did this over the course of 4 weight classes. Now, you got to remember and factor in. I know people like to take it away from when we see it happen in real time, you'll take away and forget what happened, right? So, for instance, when he beat Rocky Fielding, Canelo I'm talking about, when he beat Rocky Fielding, right? When Canelo beat Rocky Fielding, everybody was saying, why didn't you fight the real WBA champion, Caleb Smith? Because he's 6'3", with a 74-inch arm reach. And you know you're going to lose a 77-inch arm reach. And he's going to outbox him. And he's mobile. You fighting Rocky Fielding for the WBA regular title, claiming to be a multi-division champion. You should have fought Caleb Smith for the real belt. Why didn't you fight Caleb Smith for the real belt? Then he fight and beat Caleb Smith, and we like, yeah, well, Caleb Smith wasn't that good. Keep this in mind. The biggest fight at super middleweight was Caleb Plant versus David Benavidez. Regardless if you thought David Benavidez was better or Caleb Plant was better. The biggest fight at that division was Caleb Plant versus Benavidez until Canelo Alvarez decided to dig in and say, this is where I reside now. He beats Caleb Plant. That's 1 and 2 fighters at 168. He beats Caleb Plant at 168, right? Then we say, yeah, well, Caleb Plant was never that good. Now, I agree. You know, is there question marks when you're dealing with Caleb Plant? For sure. Has he beaten the best opposition? No, he got one big win, Jose Escatiki. Right? But the fact remains is this, right? Is that you got to factor in at one point in time, Caleb Plant versus David Benavidez was the biggest fight at super middleweight. He beat one of the biggest, right? Now, obviously, we could turn around and say, yeah, well, the best fighter in the division is David Benavidez, and you ain't fighting him. Yeah, and I agree. But I'm just telling you, he does have credible wins. So, and he's been doing this since 2012, 2011. Right? Canelo been doing this for 10 years. 10 years, people. Just let that factor in. Canelo has been doing this for over 10 years. He fought, look at the time frame. He fought Floyd Mayweather in 2013, people. We are in 2022. He's been in a pound for pound conversation for 10 years. 10. That means Errol Spence was 22. Errol Spence was 22 years old when Canelo Alvarez was still in a conversation as a pound for pound fighter. I can't take that away from him. Now, I will say what Errol Spence is doing, he's making a statement for sure. And I can see where this is going. That dude is making a statement for sure. For sure. He's making a statement for sure. So I can see Errol Spence, but that's why I have him at number 3. Because of longevity with Terrence Crawford and Canelo Alvarez. And the reason I have Terrence Crawford over Canelo Alvarez is because when Andre Ward retired and Terrence Crawford beat Julius Indongo, that was the passing of the torch, right? Nobody was talking about Canelo being pound for pound, the number 1 fighter. They started trying to bring in conversation of Lomachenko. No, I can't take it from Terrence Crawford. He ain't struggled. The only fight he struggled with was Sean Porter. Now, he did have moments against Gamboa and he got buzzed. Did take him a while to figure out Igor Velasquez and Jose Benavidez Jr. But he figured it out. He don't have no questionable wins on his resume. I can make a case that Canelo Alvarez has 4 losses. You could say he lost both fights with Triple G. You could say he lost the fight with Erislandy Lara, and he lost to Floyd Mayweather. You understand what I'm saying? So that's where you understand. That's why I'm where I'm at with the pound for pound list. And then Jermell Charlo. It ain't Jermell Charlo for I got him at number 4. Why Jermell Charlo at number 4 over a Nui or over this guy, over that guy? Let me tell you why. Right? Because it ain't Jermell Charlo fault that these fighters, the fighters around him, the big fights, these guys lost. That's not Jermell Charlo's fault. It's just not. It ain't his fault that Hurd lost. It ain't his fault that J-Rock lost. It ain't his fault. Those are massive fights for Jermell Charlo, and they lost. And then he lost to Tony Harrison. Salute to my brother Quincy Carter in the super chat, dropping that half a good on your boy Blue. He said, Blue, me and my pop was debating about who was better between Ali and Floyd Mayweather earlier. Who you got? I'm going to say Muhammad Ali. And let me tell you why I'm going to say Muhammad Ali, Quincy Carter. Because my heart tells me Floyd Mayweather. My heart is going to say Floyd Mayweather because I saw the tail end of it was over. I saw more highlights with Muhammad Ali, right? When it's Floyd Mayweather, I seen his entire career from start to ending. You understand what I'm saying? So my heart is going to tell you Floyd Mayweather, but I'm gonna tell you Muhammad Ali why, right? Because of him being a heavyweight, 6'3", 215 to 220 pounds, and move like a middleweight in the 60s and the 70s. Bro, he was ahead of his time. He was so far ahead of his time as a heavyweight. As a heavyweight, this dude was moving like he was a middleweight and wasn't fatiguing. And then even in the later stages of his career, he still found a way to upset, to get wins that he shouldn't have gotten just because of his ring IQ. And then you got to factor in, he lost his prime years, man. He lost some of his prime years, man. He lost some of his prime years. So that's why I would go with Muhammad Ali, because we still have the unknown. Imagine what he would have done had he not been out the ring for that 3 years or whatever that stretch was. Imagine what he would could have done. Man. Man. I need y'all to go to ppv.blkprime.com. ppv.blkprime.com. Go to ppv.blkprime.com. I'm going to be putting on events, platform fights, big fights, and things of that nature. For fighters that normally you got to go to Mexico to get fights and things of that nature. No, we're going to change the game. Okay, we're going to have it where you can fight right here in the States. So fighters looking to make a name for themselves, we're going to be express you access, stories and things of that nature. So go to ppv.blkprime.com. Go to ppv.blkprime.com. So Quincy Carter, that's why I go with Ali. Now I watched Floyd, and I watched Floyd beat more world champions. I watched when Muhammad Ali was in his mid late 20s, early 30s, mid 30s. He wasn't. He was simply viewed as done. Floyd Mayweather could do this at 40 years old. Right now, Floyd Mayweather could come back and beat some of the best fighters in the world. That's amazing. ADTV, one love, brother in the super chat, dropping that Cinco on your boy Blue in the super chat. He said, respect, Blue. I like your content and agree with you on a lot of things, but you haven't made up stories in the past like the Wilder step aside situation. Oh, boy. ADTV, one love. When did I say, what did I say? Watch this now. Boy, oh boy. You can't make this stuff up. You just can't. What did I make up a Wilder step aside money? ADTV, one love. When did you hear me make up anything about Wilder stepping aside money? Go ahead and tell us. Go ahead. You can't make this stuff up, man. They can't help themselves. Can't. So you said I made up stories in the past about Wilder stepping aside. Salute to my brother A1 Hoopso, my brother Emmanuel H in the building. Go subscribe to my brother A1 Hoopso. So go ahead, brother. Tell us what story did I make up about Wilder stepping aside money? Go ahead, tell us. Hoodie Smoke, my brother in the super chat, he said, Blue, great when you get the hate. Yo, Blue, when you great when you start getting facts. Salute to my brother. Salute. My brother Hoodie Smoke in the super chat. Man, oh man. Come on, ADTV One Love. Loma never duck no one. Cool. ADTV One Love. Tell me when I made up a story about Wilder stepping aside money. Go ahead and tell us. Quez, what's going on? Quest, what's going on, great brother? ADTV One Love. Go ahead and tell us, brother. Come on, tell us. You said I made up a story about Wilder stepping aside. What did I say about Wilder stepping aside? Go ahead. Fred Robbins, my brother, back in the super chat, dropping another Cinco on your boy Blue. He said Canelo owes the sport Charlo and Benavidez and Andre. He denied all three of these kids the biggest opportunities of their lives. I'm not cool with that. I agree with that. But also, too, on the flip side of that, right? Fred Robbins, I agree with you, right? But on the flip side, they're denying themselves. Trey Boy 89, what's going on? They're denying themselves. Why aren't they fighting each other? So we can't blame Canelo all the time. Why isn't Andre and Charlo fighting? Why isn't Charlo fighting Benavidez? They should be fighting each other. He's already started fighting everybody. T-Bonafide, what's going on? We want Canelo Alvarez to fight everybody, but we don't demand and hold them accountable for fighting each other. David Benavidez is calling out Jamal Charlo. Why aren't we watching that fight? Demetrius Andre said he want to fight David Benavidez. Why aren't we talking about that fight? So, yeah, I understand that he could have gave them opportunities, but they need to give themselves opportunities. They don't give themselves opportunities. Right? You got to look at this. When Floyd gave him opportunity, now I always tell you guys, and I'm gonna tell you all every time, right? Floyd directly passed on the baton, but by the time Floyd Miller fought him, he fought Austin Trout in a massive unification bout. What big fights has Charlo, Benavidez, and Andre had thus far? That's even on the level of Canelo fighting Austin Trout in the unification bout. What fights did they have? Just look at this, right? Fred Robbins, let me show you something. Atlantic Man, what's going on? Shawnee Harris, what's going on? Now I know this ain't popular opinion. Anthony 214, what's going on? But Fred Robbins, check this out. Jamal Charlo is fighting Macy Selecki. Starter Kid Duke, what's going on? Jamal Charlo is fighting Macy Selecki. Demetrius Andre is fighting Zach Parker. And David Benavidez is fighting David Lemieux. Tell me what's wrong with that picture. And Canelo Alvarez is once again fighting another undefeated champion in Dimitri Bivol. Dimitri Bivol is better than any one of those opponents put together. Caleb Plant is better than any opponent they fought. Dimitri Bivol better than any opponent they fought. Texas T 346, what's going on? Oh, for sure, Texas T. We already know that. DBZ Ghost, what's going on? So it can't be Canelo all the time. Like, it just can't be. It can't always be Canelo. Hey, Canelo, he got to give all three of these dudes an opportunity. Man, they need to give each other an opportunity. How about Jamal give Demetrius Andre the opportunity? How about Jamal fight David Benavidez? How about David Benavidez give Demetrius Andre the opportunity? How about they fight each other? Smash the like button. We should be past 1.2K. Hoodie Smoke, my brother in the super chat, he said, Blue, you got me crying. You like old boy again. Hey, bro, listen, man. The truth is the truth, man. People don't be wanting to hear the truth. They just don't. Quincy Carter, brother, said that. My brother Fred Robbins said that. He ain't cool with the fact that Canelo Alvarez is not giving Demetrius Andrade, David Benavidez, and Jamal Charlo opportunities. And I understand where you're coming from, right? Sean Terrence, what's going on? Jeremy 2684, my brother, what's going on? Kobe 24, what's going on? Raphael Gary, what's going on? And I understand where he's coming from, but at the same time, they have to fight each other. Thank you, Miss T. She said they fight each other that can force Canelo into fighting them. Facts. It gives them a leg to stand on. It gives them a case they making. You understand what I'm saying? Mr. County Down City, what's going on? It gives them yeah, it gives them he could say stuff like, who they fighting? And you can't say nothing. There's no way Jamal should be fighting Macy Selecki. Andre fighting Zach Parker. And David Benavidez fighting David Lemieux. When they all have each other, they should be fighting each other. And the one that's not fighting, the one of the three, should be fighting Caleb Plant. Facts. The one of the three that's not fighting each other should be fighting Caleb Plant. Jim by Christ Jody in the super chat, dropping that Cinco on your boy Blue. Appreciate you, brother. Sean Bailey said Demetrius don't have a choice. I don't know, man. It just, I mean, at the end of the day, we got to look at it and say, like, something is not right. Max Caesar, my brother, he said, Blue, it might take a few upsets for them to get it. I don't think they ever going to get it. Because, see, this is what happened, Max Caesar, is that the fans are comfortable with them fighting who they fighting. We're comfortable with it. Because we'll say, like, oh, Canelo needs to fight them. Well, what has they done? So when you're comfortable with them waiting, you're comfortable waiting for them to wait for him. Muslim May, brother in the super chat, said, no, we back on ADTV One Love. People stay talking BS. Muslim May said, nah. Don't switch, Muslim May. Get him back in here. Cobad Sports Entertainment, my brother, what's going on? Muslim May said, nah, get him back in here. Ellis, a.k.a. Tag, what's going on? Optimus 78, what's going on? Chris Alexander, what's going on? Reginald Blunt, what's going on? Appreciate you, brother. Fred Robbins, my brother, back in the super chat, dropping another Cinco on your boy Blue. He said all Canelo has to do is vacate 68. That gives them something to fight for. Charlo has to drop 60 to fight for no title. Charlo versus Andrea, I get. Yes, because what is he getting out of fighting Macy Selecki? You fight David Benavidez. Every fight Canelo had wasn't for a title. It wasn't. Slick him on the tracks. What's going on? So why is he staying at 160 to fight Macy Selecki? Opposed to going to fighting David Benavidez. Titles don't make you. Floyd Mayweather already revealed this. Floyd Mayweather revealed this already. For instance, when Floyd Mayweather fought Canelo, what title was on the line? Better yet, I'm gonna give you a better example, Fred Robbins. When Floyd Mayweather fought Shane Mosley, what title was on the line? When Floyd Mayweather fought Shane Mosley, that was a huge fight. What title was on the line? Pull counter boxing. What's going on? Go subscribe to my brother, Pull counter boxing. What title was on the line when Floyd Mayweather fought Shane Mosley or Canelo Alvarez? What title was on the line? What title was on the line when he fought Robert Guerrero? Christopher Bone, what's going on? What title was on the line? You don't even remember these titles. So you remember the fight, not the titles. Stores Invader 702, what's going on? Even Manny Pacquiao. What title was on the line with Floyd fought Manny Pacquiao? Shawnee D said WBA title was on the line when he fought Shane. Incorrect. Anwar Willis, what's going on, great brother? How you feeling? Reginald Blunt, what's going on? See, he said the WBA title. See, this is what I'm talking about. Daryl Arthur, what's going on? He said the WBA title was on the belt on the line when he fought Shane Mosley. That's incorrect. Let me show you how that's incorrect. Floyd Mayweather didn't want it to be a title fight because he didn't want to pay the sanction fees. So they made it where Shane Mosley, win, lose, or draw, keeps his title. Mike Saunders, what's going on? So Shane Mosley, win, lose, or draw, he kept his title. Right. Floyd didn't want it. So there was no title on the line. And it was still a massive fight. Shane Mosley stayed the champion. James Marshall, what's going on? So there was no title on the line. So this is what I'm trying to tell y'all. Nucky Gamble, what's going on? I'll give you another example, right? When Guillermo Rigondeaux fought Lomachenko, he left his title in limbo to go challenge Lomachenko because it was a bigger fight. So he left his title. He was a champion in that division. He went up to fight Lomachenko, left his title there, and said, "I'm gonna go fight Lomachenko because it's a bigger fight." Now he lost. He came up short, but that's what he did. Why don't we have 1.1K likes? Smash the like button. So him fighting for the titles. Oh, here we go. ADTV One Love, my brother in the super chat, dropping a cinco on your boy Blue. Remember when you reported Wilder was going to get 32 million to step aside for Joshua and Fury? Even Fred came out and he said that was cap. I never said that. You didn't pay attention to the video. See what I'm talking about? You clearly didn't watch the video and you didn't listen to what I said. You didn't listen to what I said. Boy, oh boy, you can't make this stuff up. You can't make this stuff up. I was reporting and responding to people claiming that Deontay Wilder was being offered $32 million to step aside. It was being claimed that he was offered $32 million to step aside. Go subscribe to my brother Pool Counter Boxing. It was being claimed that he was being offered $32 million to step aside. You didn't rewatch nothing. And so, DS, what's going on? And so, here's the thing. I called the champ when it was being claimed. See, this is what you don't know. I called the champ when it was being claimed of these massive amounts of money being offered to him, right? And people saying that this is the amount of money he's being offered to step aside, so on and so forth. And that he's asking for absurd amounts of money to step aside. And I called the champ and I asked him, and he said, listen, Blue, I don't care what amount of money they trying to come with. I don't care if it's $50 million. I'm not stepping aside to do anything. I'm not stepping aside to do anything. Mr. Countdown City, what's going on? And then I did multiple videos afterwards debunking Tyson Fury claiming that he wanted step aside money. And that he was asking for step aside money and willing to take step aside money. So what are you talking about? Hoodie Smoke, my brother in Super Chat, dropping that Cinco on your boy Blue. He said that's a catch-22 about the belts, Blue. Floyd didn't need them anymore when you bigger than the belt, but the new boxers need them to make their mark. Not Jamal Charlo and not David Benavidez. James Marshall, what's going on? Not Jamal Charlo and not David Benavidez. So if you Jesus Valdez Carranza workout, my brother, Mr. J8531, what's going on? So Hoodie Smoke, yeah, that may be the case when you're somebody in a situation like Devin Haney, because they just don't want to give you an opportunity. When you Devin Haney, they don't want to give you an opportunity, right? So when you Devin Haney, you need that belt. Or in the case of Gary Russell Jr., right? When you Gary Russell Jr., right? When you Gary Russell Jr. and they don't want to give you fights anyway, now you Gary Russell Jr. in the position that Gary Russell in and don't have a belt, well, it gives people even more credence not to fight you. But when you're in the case of Jamal Charlo and David Benavidez, you don't need the belts. So, yeah, no, I agree. It depends on who you are at the time you're fighting. Right? Tony Rome, what's going on? So yeah, it depends on who you are, and like Gary Russell, right? He's established, but they don't want to give him fights anyway. Like Guillermo Rigondeaux, he had the belt and still couldn't get fights. So yeah, it depends on who you're referring to. Kellen 709, what's going on? I just like to Reginald Blunt. It's fun. It's fun. It's fun to me. Eddie Wallace, what's going on? He said, but Canelo says, Sean Gibbons, my brother, Canelo says they have nothing to offer. No, he's talking about status as well. They ain't fighting nobody. No, they never sleep, Miss Joette, ever. they're not fighting anybody. So along with them not having a title, they're not fighting nobody either. So just take that into consideration. They don't have a title and they're not fighting anybody. Smash the like button. Get the likes to 1.1K. Wipe your feet before you come inside. Ring my doorbell before you walk in my house. We should be past 1.1K likes, man. Get the likes up. Smash the like button. We should be at 1.2K. We 2.5 hours in and still don't have 1,000 likes. Get the likes all the way up, man. 750 people here in 2.5 hours, and we still don't have 1,000 likes. Come on, man. We should be at 1.1K. That's ridiculous, man. Who is Canelo to fight to prove he is the best? Doesn't have that fight available to him. Or, because they unproven. They just unproven, right? If he beat Jamal Charlo, right, in Jamal Charlo's career, this is no knock. This is just the truth. Okay. This is not a knock against anybody. T-Bugs, my brother, what's goody with you? People going to take it and they're going to say, oh, you knocking this person. Nah, I'm not knocking anybody. Salute to my brother T-Bugs. What's goody with you, great brother? Bias, what's going on? Jamal Charlo has fought 2 world champions that was world champions by the time he fought them. And he has 32 fights, people. Y'all didn't hear what I said, so let me say it to you again. Jamal Charlo has 32 wins, no loss, no draw, 22 wins by knockout. He's fought 2 champions that was champions by the time he fought them in his entire career. Canelo beats Jamal Charlo. People are going to say, TC, what's going on? Ruben Gutierrez, what's going on? People could say, well, he ain't fight nobody. Who did he fight? The only 2 champions he fought and beat in his career, but that was champions by the time he beat them, was Cornelius K9 Bundridge and Austin Trout. And they both had losses. And he only fought 1 champion and took the belt from him. And that was Cornelius K9 Bundridge. Austin Trout wasn't a champion when he fought him and beat him. He just was a champion. By the time he fought him, he had been a champion already. So how is that? What has he done? What has he done? That you're going to say, yeah, Canelo, you're going to give Canelo, overly credit him for beating Jamal Charlo if he beats him. Who is he beat? Now, people are going to say, yeah, but he beat J-Rock. Okay, when he beat J-Rock wasn't a champion. And J-Rock didn't become a champion until some years later after that. And he was the underdog in that fight. J-Rock was. I'm just saying. But people are going to take it and be like, man, you knocking Jamal. I'm not knocking his talent. I'm just telling you the truth about his resume. That's all I'm doing. It's telling you the truth about his resume. I'm not knocking his talent. At all whatsoever. Jesus Valdez Carranza, my brother in the super chat, he said all these names are forged in history. Yeah, man. My brother Hoodie Smoke back in the super chat, dropping another Cinco on your boy Blue. He said, next time I'm in New York, bro, you are going to have to show me proof about the age-old Chicago versus New York, whose pizza is best. Oh, I ain't got no problem doing that, great brother. Not a problem. OJBG, what's going on? Morpheus Bay, what's going on? Mike Saunders, what's going on? Mike Saunders, he picks out one person on Canelo Alvarez resume and says, I guess Avni Yildirim gets busy. See what I'm talking about? The silliness that I hear is it just fatigues you. It's just fatiguing. So Canelo Alvarez has 60 fights. 60 fights. He's beaten multiple champions, and you picked out one guy on his resume that's not a champion. You can't make this up, man. Crook 714, Mike Lee, what's going on? He has 60 fights. Jamal Charlo has 32 fights and 2 champions. Canelo Alvarez, in his last 5 fights, has beaten more champions in his last 5 fights than Jamal Charlo's beaten in 32 fights. And you chose to say, yeah, well, he ain't beat Avni. Oh, well, I guess Avni Yildirim is a world beater. So he has to fight. Do you know every fighter in history? Rock B, what's going on? Do you know this, Mike Saunders? Because, see, I can already tell you're not well-versed in the sport of boxing. Do you know Sugar Ray Robinson, Joe Louis, these guys? You know they had a such thing as they called Bum of the Month, where they fight just tune-up fights, guys you never heard of? Did you ever hear that? Uh-oh. Did you know the great, legendary Sugar Ray Robinson and Joe Louis and guys of that stature, they had a such thing called Bum of the Month, where they fought guys that you never even heard of. Just guys that stay busy and just fight. Did you know that? He said Caleb Plant is a world-class fighter. He's a world champion. He beat Jose Uzcategui. And salute to my brother Cornelius K9 Bundridge. I'm not knocking you. I appreciate you, brother. Salute to the brother Cornelius K9 Bundridge. Caleb Plant and Jose Uzcategui are both better than Cornelius K9 Bundridge. Mike Saunders. Are they not? He said, bro, that wasn't your point. What are you talking about? I said Jamal Charlo has only fought and beaten 2 world champions his entire career. And you said, I guess Avni Yildirim is a great fighter. What are you talking about? I didn't say. He said Jose is average. Come on, Blue. I'm gonna ask you the question again, Mike Saunders. Jose Uzcategui and Caleb Plant are both better than Cornelius K9 Bundridge. Yes or no? La Esquina del Trufano. What's going on? Mike Saunders, is Caleb Plant and Jose Uzcategui better than Cornelius K9 Bundridge? If they fought in the primes of their careers, who is going to be the favorite to win the fights? On the mic, my brother Terrence Bailey Sr. Go subscribe to my brother on the mic, brother Terrence Bailey Sr. Amar Mukdar, what's going on? Akil Vibes, what's going on? So you tried to bring up Caleb Plant and say he ain't a good fighter. He's better than the world champion that one of the world champions that Jamal Charlo beat. They are 2 different weight classes. A 54-pounder. It doesn't matter. I'm talking about the fighter themselves. Okay, if they're 2 different weight classes, Canelo Alvarez fought at 54 as well. What is the point? I don't understand what y'all be saying, man. Y'all just be saying stuff because you can. Maybe there's not much brother. Stop, man. Stop. Stop it. Stop it, man. Wow, man. Double O Dub, brother in Super Chat, dropping that Cinco on your boy Blue. He said, giving them the business late night, huh, Blue? I'm here for it. Salute to you, great brother. Salute to my brother on the mic, Terrence Bailey. See you, man. Be safe out there. Is Canelo playing better than J-Rock? Was J-Rock a champion when Jamal Charlo fought him? I don't know if paying attention is your strong point or you just choose to dismiss it. But what did I say? I said that he's only beaten 2 world champions that was world champions by the time he fought them. And is J-Rock better than Caleb Plant? Yeah, he lost to Jason Rosario. What's the biggest win in J-Rock's career? Hurd lost to what's the dude name he just lost to? EJ Love. What's going on? You said that J-Rock Charlo beat. Was J-Rock a champion when Charlo beat him? Our Era Production. What's going on? He just lost to Luis Arias. Cuba Arias. He said, see, Blue, you're twisting it. What am I twisting? Yeah, it sounds confusing to you because you don't know what you're talking about. So I'm asking you again. I said he's beating 2 champions by the time they was champions in his 32 fights. What is there that you don't understand? Patrick Smith, what's going on? Jesus Valdez Carranza workout. My brother back in the super chat. Cherry picking Canelo wants easy his way. No next goal. What's going on? So my point in saying this was, I said, if Canelo beats Jamal, people going to say, who did Jamal fight and beat? Because he's only beaten 2 world champions in 32 fights by the time he fought them. James Marshall, what's going on? Canelo clearly avoids athletic black fighters. He fought Floyd Mayweather, Errol Lara, Danny Jacobs. I don't understand. Yes, there's a style that he's not comfortable with, but he has gotten in the ring with multiple fighters. Whether you thought he lost or won, he's gotten in the ring with Danny Jacobs. He got in the ring with Floyd Mayweather, and he got in the ring with Errol Lara. He got in the ring. Now I do feel like he's avoiding Demetrius Andrade, but okay. If that's the case, why he ain't fighting David Benavidez? He ain't a slick black fighter. We just be saying anything for the sake of saying it. He said when Jamal Charlo fought J-Rock, undefeated, he was undefeated, who people said Charlo wouldn't fight, and Charlo slept him. Okay, was he a champion? And what did he do after that? He didn't become a champion for years later in an upset victory. So what is your point? Hector Ontario, so what's going on? That's what I said. He only beat 2. Jamal, Kanan Bundridge, and Austin Trout. Hector Ontario's. I said that. He beat 2. Now Laura had 3 losses. Goodbye, brother. I can't talk to you. I can't talk to somebody who's going to continuously try to move the goalposts. I'm done talking to you, brother. Thank you. I just can't. Now he's talking about, Arislani Lara had multiple losses. I don't care about none of that, man. I don't care about none of that. Ain't nobody going to try to discredit who Lara was, brother. Come on, man. Stop it, man. Now you just sounding silly. Oh, Lara had now you're trying to discredit Arislani Lara. Man, stop, man. Driven by Christ Jody, brother in the super chat once again. He said, great channel. Man, I appreciate you 1,000%, man. Lorenz Millen, what's going on? Salute to you, great brother. Appreciate you. I'm not going to have that conversation. Now you're going to try to discredit Lara to try to make your point. Now I'm done talking to you, brother. I'm done talking to you. Wait, so losses are not important? Is there anybody that thinks that Lara is J-Rock Williams, and salute to Julian J-Rock Williams, is better than Arislandi Lara? H Entertainment 19, what's going on? There's nobody. He won that fight with Paul Williams. He had questionable losses on his resume. You're going to try to sit here, Lyrical Music, what's going on? Salute to Brooklyn. And try to say that J. Rock Williams was better than Erislan De Lara. Man, stop, man. I'm done talking boxing with you, brother. Hoodie Smoke, my brother in the super chat, dropping that Cinco on your boy Blue. Y'all going to make Blue bust his spring trying to answer some questions that no matter what you say, they will only move the goalposts. Head up, Blue. Facts. This dude said that Lara, come on, man. Stop it, man. Stop it, man. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Now Lara ain't a good fight. J-Rock is better than Lara. Man, stop, man. Stop, man. Stop. Oh, man. Amazing, man. Oh, man. And that version of Lara? Boss of True Sir, what's going on? The version of Lara he fought in 2014? The Lara he fought in 2014? Anthony Sullivan. Lara is still good right now. At 40. You telling me Lara in 2014? Man, stop, man. So why did you say it? Now you're saying I never said Lara, J-Rock was better than Lara. So why did you bring up Lara's losses then? The Boxing Kings archives. What's going on, great brother? See, this is what I'm talking about, man. You said, stop it, Blue. That's cap. I never said Lara was better. So then why did you say, when I said Erislan Lara, you said the first thing you said was Lara had 3 losses. So, because J-Rock was undefeated, that made it a better win than beating Lara? Because Lara had most. Bro, stop, man. Stop. Stop it. You tried to discredit Lara by saying Lara had multiple losses. Oh, man. You can't make this stuff up, man. Wow. No, they didn't, Miss T. Sure didn't. J&J DBA, what's going on? You tried to bring up Lara to discredit Lara. Salute the ADTV One Love, brother, in the super chat, dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue in the super chat. He said, salute, Blue. I wasn't trying to on you. There were people in the chat saying I'm or a troll. That's a he issue with our community right now. A difference in opinion doesn't mean on each other. Well, that's the difference, brother. You came in here and salute to you dropping a half a dub on your boy Blue. But you said that I made up a story. And so my peopleizations in the building, these are my family members, right? And they know I don't make up stories. And you said I made up a story. Instead of doing your homework. I didn't make up any stories, brother. So then my people, my family in the chat, they're going to feel a certain kind of way because you saying I made up a story. Jason Howes, what's going on? I don't make up stories and I'll stand on my square and I'll stand corrected if I'm wrong. But you said I made up a story. I don't make up stories, brother. So now my people is going to feel a certain kind of way because this is an ongoing, current, every day somebody just wakes up to try to prove me wrong. DT, what's going on? That's what happens. So every day it's a reoccurring thing. Every day somebody wants to make a video or somebody wants to come here and say, oh, you was wrong about this, you was wrong about that. They just want, it makes their day to try to prove me wrong. And the first thing you said was, you support me, you hold me down, you watch me every day. And then you said, but you made up a story about, I didn't make up no story about nothing. I was in response to what was being said. That's the difference. That's a complete difference. And salute to you, ADTV One Love, dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue. But every day I spend time having to prove to people that I didn't make up no story. And if I'm wrong about a situation, I'll just say I'm wrong. Simple. So my family in the building, they're gonna get frustrated and they have enough as well. And they like, listen, man. T-Bone Boxer, my brother in the building in the super chat, dropping that dub on your boy Blue. He said, salute Blue. Question: what's the best Hugo Boss Marine Limited Edition or Prada Ocean from your view? Prada Ocean. I'm biased on that. T-Bone Boxer is dropping that dub on your boy Blue. T-Bone, I'm biased with that. Prada is my favorite. So I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. I'm straight biased when it comes to those two. Hugo Boss, I love it. But the Prada, I'm biased, man. I'll buy Prada over and over and over, and it just goes with my natural scent. So Prada, to me, man, I love Prada, man. I love Prada, man. I'm not saying Hugo Boss Marine is good. Hugo Boss is good overall, but I'm a huge fan of Prada, bro. Huge, huge, huge fan. I got every Prada cologne you could think of. And don't even wear them all. I just got them just cause I love Prada cologne. Love it, man. I love it. So I'm gonna be biased, man. I love Prada, bro. So I'm gonna tell you Prada is better. But I don't think you could go wrong with either one. Boston True said Creed is better. Well, I got Creed. Creed is the creme de la creme. I got my Creed on deck. You understand what I'm saying? But he's talking about between Hugo Boss and Prada. But Prada Marine, Prada Ocean, I like Prada Ocean. You know what I mean? But Prada Marine is very good, bro. Hugo Boss Marine is very good. But I'm a fan of Prada, man. I'm a huge fan of Prada. Prada Black, everything, man. Everything. That's that and Prada and Dior is my favorites. Prada and Dior. Jeremy 2684. I'm about to start one. I got it already set up. I got an angle I'm doing with it. And my time be limited. But Prada T-Bone, man. I love Prada, man. I love Prada. Love me some Prada, boy. But you can't go wrong with either one. But just my personal opinion, I'm going Prada all day. Hoodie Smoke, my brother, back in the super chat. He said, like you just made what he said up, man. Kick rocks. Right. I didn't make up anything. Exactly, Hoodie Smoke. Like, I don't make up anything, man. Brothers UK, what's going on, great brother? Rolling in for dough, brother, in the super chat, dropping that Cinco on your boy Blue. He said, Blue, me and Miss D came up with a daily theme for your live, brother. We need a bum of the live stream of a live segment for the trolls on the lives. Oh man. Hey man. Hey man. It's gonna happen regardless, man, because you know what? Brittany Childress, peace of blessings, sweet. CeeLo 527, what's going on? Ralph Shelton, what's going on? Juan Pierre, yeah, Dior Sauvage is my favorite. Hey, Marky Dan 123, what's going on, brother? Where you been at all day? But rolling in for dope. You know what the thing is, right? About it is this, right? Is that this is what I realized, and this is why I came up with the whole facts over feelings thing, right? Is because I realized in the sport of boxing, right? In the sport of boxing, it's so much emotionally driven responses. It's amazing. It's going to happen anyway because it's so. Hey, Wilder's the hardest puncher in the history of sport of boxing. The knockout ratio tells me so. Oh, ain't no way. Ain't no way. But it's just, it's just people just gonna, it don't matter if I'm telling you about Floyd. I could defend Canelo today, right? And I defend Canelo today, right? And they're gonna be telling you tomorrow that, oh man, you don't like Canelo, you don't like this, you don't like that. I can't win for losing, man. Can't. Hoodie Smoke, my brother in Super Chat. You like that Chanel Blue? Oh, for sure. Those are the top three must-haves. Hoodie Smoke, Chanel Blue. There's three must-haves: Dior, Sauvage, Creed, Aventus, and Chanel Blue. Those are the three. You can't. Those are the three must-haves. Must-haves. Then everything else is subject to opinion. But those three, you got to have those three: Chanel Blue, Creed, Aventus, and Dior Sauvage. You got to have those, right? Oh, I love those. But my favorite is Prada. My Creed, Aventus, Friday, my boy's birthday, I'll probably wear my Creed. Depending upon, I'm gonna be honest, right? I wear Creed. I got on a suit, going to a wedding, things like that. That's when I put on Creed, right? I ain't putting on Creed, go to the gentleman's spot, or putting on Creed and me and the wife going to a basketball game, or putting on Creed. Like I'm not doing that. You understand what I'm saying? Uh, uh, um, so my Creed, is I put on Creed, my wife's birthday, and we went to a nice formal dinner. I put on Creed. If I'm going to, something of that magnitude, then I put on Creed. My Pradas, because I have Prada Blues, I have Prada Gray, I have Prada Black, I have Prada Ocean, I got Prada Red, I got all of the Pradas. Those are my go-tos every daily. Stick with you all day. Those are my go-tos. Chanel Blue, depending upon what it is, I'll throw that on. Dior, same thing. But Creed, it's different colognes for different things, in my opinion. So, D Web, my brother, back in the Super Chat. Blue, what does the LDBC get so much on defending African American fighters? That's what it is. Chris Lil One Taylor, what's going on? YSL, I got my YSLs too. Juan Pierre, what's going on? Dr. Squash, Soap, Pine, Talk. Yeah, I have those, but those are like the different occasions, man. I'm just picky like that, man. Yeah. So that's just how I am, man. Mercedes Benz does have a nice collection. He who agrees, what's going on? Ezekiel Willis, what's going on? So yeah, that's my thing, man. Creed is Chanel Blue. I'm not gonna put it on all the time. I'm not gonna put it on. My Chanel Blue. Man, I don't even know the last time I wore my Chanel Blue. Creed, I know I wore in January for my wife's birthday. That was in January. Chanel Blue, when is the last time I even wore that? Dior, I'll dip and dab in that more often. I don't wear Curve anymore. That was when I was young, man. I stopped wearing Curve. Hoodie Smoke, my brother, back in the Super Chat, dropping another Cinco on your boy Blue. He said, man, Blue, I feel bad. I only own one Chanel Blue and no suits. I got to get my game up. I also like that Polo Red. Yeah, I like Polo Red too. Burberry is nice too. Oh yeah, I have all of those, but those ain't my go-tos. Those are my collectives. Because Jermaine, what's going on? I like to collect Versace. I got Versace. My daughter bought me my Versace. See, I'm such a collector, man. I have uh, um, the wife and my kids, my daughters mainly. Well, my sons too, but mostly my daughters. For like Father's Day, my birthday, events like that, Christmas, cologne. I love cologne, man. Love it. So I have so many. Miss Joette, have a great night, Queen. I know it's 2 in the morning. Uh, uh, um, TR, what's going on? Uh, I have so many colognes. So Southern T Boxing Sports. My brother, go subscribe to my brother Southern T Boxing Sports. So Gucci guilty, yeah. See, that's the thing, right? Timothy Alexander, Lenny Lash, what's going on? I have so many colognes, man, because I just collect colognes. So I'll be having colognes I'll be forgetting about. I'll be having colognes I forgot about. Like, oh, snap. I got this. Oh, snap. I'll be having colognes I forgot about, man. But let me get on out of here, man. I got to get off here, people. Got to get up early. But get on out of here, man. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. You haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notifications. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. Y'all already know what it is. Shout out to the entire LDBC. Shout out to New Media. Shout out to Black Media Row. Make sure you like and share these videos. That's all I got for y'all. Peace.